I don't think have we started? I don't know when we've started or not. I don't know. I don't think any of those things we're willing to admit to, right? Do we start now?
Sure, I'm down. I did it. I did all of it.
I did all those things. So we've been admitting to all of our previous crimes for the last 3 minutes.
It's like a confession.
I feel like I've got it all out.
I feel lighter.
Dude, I feel lighter. I feel like a better me. And we're towards the end of the year, so it's like the perfect time, right? New Year's resolutions. It's coming soon, very soon. It's coming before you know it. Dude, how do you feel about your 2025, Monchi? What do you think? When you think back to 2025, what do you think about?
Are we actually on right now?
Now we have actually officially started episode 208 of Ruse Radio.
But I feel like it's probably been on like the last 15 minutes, right? I'm like, it's been blinking.
Well, that's been on, but I'm allowed to click wherever I want on the computer. And so if I don't want my crimes to go out to the world, I can just click a little bit farther. You see what I'm saying?
I get you. I feel like this couch has seen enough.
I think I've gotten people to confess to a lot of things on this couch. I think it's actually impressive the amount of things people will say if you just ask them questions. You'd be amazed, dude. You're like, you did what?
What?
Just say that. You did what?
All it takes is you did what?
Yeah.
Rip hella bongs before the show. And it's like, all right, cool, we're ready.
I think that people are like extremely entertaining if you just allow them to be. Like, truly, I think that. Like, if you just look at people as entertainment, you'd be amazed. Like, especially like not entertainers, just random people. Like, just the random people you see in life. Like, if you just allow them to...
Like people watching?
Yes. Like, okay, one time I got on the train, it was New Year's, and I remember there was a guy, and he was in the train, like, doing that thing that Jake Gyllenhaal does in the movie Demolition Man, where he's, like, dancing. He's just walking around dancing all over the place. He was doing that on the train. And it looked like... He had moves. He wasn't even a bad dancer. It was like a fit guy just dancing on the train with some headphones on, presumably listening.
CTA?
CTA. It was Red Line.
Oof, that matters.
Yeah.
That matters.
Yeah. But I mean, it was an experience because I mean, it's like one of those things where you just see everybody else not really caring because it's like, what are you going to do about this guy? What do you care? But that guy is in like a zone right now. I could see he's in a zone.
I mean, you don't disrupt somebody in their zone, bro. Like, the last thing you want to do is like he's mid,
yeah.
Like, you want to be a heckler all of a sudden, bro? Like,
No,
you don't want to fall into that trap.
Oh, I kind of want to hype him up, if anything. Like, if he sees me...
We heckle him. If he sucks, just let him know, like, Subway Larry. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to Subway Larry.
Well, you should actually heckle somebody if they're, like, doing something like that badly. Like, if somebody was doing a backflip on the subway and they botched the backflip, it's like, dude, you should stop that. Like, you should tell them the truth. Or if somebody, like... What's another thing people do on the subway that's annoying? You should heckle people who play music on the subway. I'm never brave enough to do it, but oh my God, those people are the worst.
That's how you get stabbed, bro.
I know. You shouldn't do it, but don't you wish you could?
Quietly, under the silence of my headphones, I'm like, oh God, please just don't look at me.
Like sometimes people play good music and I'm actually kind of thankful. Like sometimes, like there was this one time, again, it was a dancing guy, but he was playing like funk music and he was dancing so intensely.
Did you get funky?
I didn't, but I remember there was a girl that kept like dancing with him too. It was kind of cute. Like she kept like going over to him and like, cause he would look at her and like dance at her like that, and then she would like nod at him and dance a little bit back.
Why, she just kidnaps her? Like, oh shit! Like, you probably don't let her get close to the dancing man.
It was in my innocent mind, it was sweet.
I love that.
But you know, that guy probably is a little bit of a freak. I mean, who else would do such a thing? Just turn on funk full blast and get to jamming on the back of the subway train. You know, that takes a certain kind of person. But that's what I love about it. You see.
Most of us, it's like Joker vibes, but that's why we do what we do.
Yeah.
Right? To just kind of let it out in a public forum.
Dude, I mean, people are characters. Like, people are like, sometimes I'll meet a person and I'll be like, you are actually like a character from a thing. Like, you are like, you're something somebody would even write. Like, I mean that in a good way.
What's the Truman Show? The movie?
Yeah, right,
like,
Jim
we're
Carrey.
Definitely in a movie because you're the
They
thing.
confirm the
like,
Matrix.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
And then you look around, it's like, all right, is this real or am I really high right now? The answer sometimes both.
Sometimes both.
Sometimes both.
Yeah. What do you think is the highest you've ever been? Do you remember?
I mean, my leg being off the couch right now is an indicator that probably a little too high.
Yeah.
Like, I think I saw Kat Diaz on here, right? Like, Kat did the 2 legs on it. No, I might try that shit. Kat, shout out. She looks flexible for that.
I've seen people do some
at
things.
Our plus 30 age, that's hard to do. So
yeah.
I cracked just getting up to this level. So
Well, the thing about that
I like
couch is
the
it's a
pillow.
love seat, and I think like it's kind of a funky. Like, there's no good way to sit on it. I don't think there's really a good way to sit on it.
If you just got a bad hip, it's got to be.
Yeah, you got to figure it out.
Bro. I think we're good. We're good.
I've watched people do different things, but I myself sitting on it, having sat on it, I don't think there's a proper way to do it.
How do you sit on this one?
Sometimes I'll just hang my legs off entirely and just lay my back flat because that's pretty comfortable. You can't really do that on the show, right? I mean, you could if you wanted.
Gosh, I'm not gonna try
also,
that one.
I'll put 2 pillows behind me, and I'll like try to sit towards the front a little more if I can stack the pillows behind me. What else? I mean, you could try to get all the way back, but then you get into that situation where it's like your kids kind of hang off, like, or your feet kind of hang off like you're a little kid. Like, that's what I was gonna say. It's almost like you get like this kind of thing going on, and it just feels kind of funny.
Gently, like, being supported by the pillows, which you got a nice eagle. Was this a turkey? Yup, it's a turkey.
Yeah.
Wait, is it a vulture or is it a turkey?
I think it's a vulture, right? It's got to be.
We're gonna have to ask.
That's a crow, and that's a vulture.
That's a vulture. All right, but eagles.
Kind of like an evil, ominous pillows I've got now that I think about it. There's a crow and a vulture next to the guests.
Oh shit! And it's our
never really
conscious
thought
right in the
about
middle. And all that. There's some. Hey, we were talking spirituality earlier before the weed, and I feel like there's something here if you think about it. Who is the man, right? Between the conscious and the subconscious mind. I feel like I get high and think about that every time.
What do you mean? So what do you mean? Who is the man between? What do you mean by that?
Like, who are you in between the lines of what you know about yourself and what you don't know about yourself? You know what I mean? Like, they say every person is like your regular self and your shadow self. So it's like, who are you in between there? Like, is every bad person a bad person? Some people are, for sure. But it's like, I've been watching the Ed Gein. Like, you seen that shit, Monster, on Netflix?
No, I've heard about it. I haven't seen it.
And I'm not gonna lie, bro. It took me out because there's moments where I'm like, this dude just danced with somebody's skin, and when he's describing like his mental conditions, it's like, Dave, you almost have sympathy for the person because like you're twisted, but what got you there?
Right.
I don't know, bro. I think the human mind is very complex.
Well, I think a lot of things. I think that the way that people act towards like things like mental health, they'll act like, oh, we care about mental health and we want anybody who's having mental health problems to be helped in therapy and all this. But then like if you look at actual crazy people, everyone's kind of like afraid of them and doesn't even want to approach them. Like actual craziness or actual mental illness is not something that you want to confront because it's difficult to confront. And I always feel like the more spiritually correct way to approach it would be to think of everyone as an extension of you and then think, how would that person even get to such an insane conclusion? And then how could I possibly, like, how can I even understand that? And because that's the only way you could begin to change it or do anything positive with it is to understand it, in my mind. But I think people don't like, it's hard to understand. I mean, understandably, it's hard to understand certain things.
You don't know what you don't know because you didn't know it. Fuck you. Like, okay, that's crazy.
Ted Bundy, he's an insanely charming guy in this really strange way. I mean, like, if you listen to him talk,
everybody says he was smooth with it.
He's got like a narratively pleasing way of delivering information. Like, it almost makes sense that he would have been able to do all that because you can see, like, in his personality, like, oh, there's like the craziness under it, but also this like veneer on top of someone who's very good at getting along, right?
You say veneer? Nice.
Yeah.
That's smooth. That's good.
Thank you. I thought that was a good word choice.
Like, hey, syllable of the day. Like, fucking, let's teach motherfuckers.
I couldn't
words.
tell you what the definition of that word is.
I just think like the teeth of veneers. I'm like, those are lit, bro. Imagine.
I think it's like, but I mean like a cover. Like it's him just pretending, because that's what's so weird about it, so unnerving about it. It almost seems inhuman. Like the whole court trial of his, if you've ever seen like the actual clips, he defended himself. Like infamously, he chose to defend and be his own lawyer.
Was he good?
Well, it just, the more and more he talks, the more and more it's like, oh, this guy might have actually did it.
Oh, man. Shit. So
but
he committed himself.
He probably doesn't, because you can see he probably thinks he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, but he's just kind of a crazy person. That's what's happening. He's just crazy.
That's intense. That's kind of like what it came down to. Like even with this dude, it's like there's something that just snaps in that one individual. But I think what was interesting was that once it's even portrayed either through media, through arts, like again, we talked about Hitchcock earlier.
Yeah.
Like once it's filmed and spread to the masses, like it just ends up, like motivating the next person, like the copycat killer, the person that's inspired by. But what's that gene that's passed down that's like makes motherfuckers crazy?
Oh, I don't know.
Like, is it genetic? Is it hereditary? Is it some motherfuckers are twisted? And it's like nobody wants to die until you die, right? Well, I think dating a Latina is a good place to start, typically.
That is a great place to start. I mean, that might turn you into a serial killer, maybe. Just one Latina baddie.
Her, she might kill you. You never know, but it's worth it every time, bro. If you haven't tried it already, I think.
I've seen AI clips. It's like it'll be like Bernie Sanders saying, I wanted America to be great, and I think everybody should have the opportunity to have their heart broken by a Latino baddie or a Latina baddie, and that's why I believe in immigration.
That wasn't AI, like that was real.
Yeah,
that's definitely unearthed. Like he said that for sure. I mean, nah, bro, I could vouch. I think like being in that space myself, dating a wonderful Latina baddie, she likes to threaten me on the low.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a threat, but I'm like, wait, what? That whole, hey, you know, I could kill you and get away with it if I tried. And it's like, what?
Yeah,
and they mean it, bro. And you see it in their eye, and the red flag is there, and you're like, you like it. You just can't look away.
That's what I was going to say, is like...
toxic, bro.
You like it. The problem is that you like it.
I think that's the hereditary. Like, I'm just like, I'm into this treatment. Like, yes, please pinch me. Just not too hard. I gotta wear long sleeve on Ruse's podcast and just sit here.
I think you're right.
It's
no,
nice.
I think there's a hereditary nature to that for sure. I mean, like, yeah, definitely a little bit. But I mean, I don't know. Like, everybody's got a freak in their own way. So, because the more I think about it, like, I think people are all like kind of freaks, so you just never really know how much of a freak anybody is. Like, there's all kinds of things people do. I mean, some people, would you drip candle wax on yourself? Would you go that far?
Depends. Am I on vacation?
Okay.
If I pay for it, if it's in the package, absolutely, bro.
No, I mean like just a night out with the lady. She's like, brings out a candle. She's like, you know, getting sensual with it. She starts to drop it on you. Are you down with that? I don't know if I would be down with that.
Now she starts like with my upper thigh. Like that would be like,
gotta pick a good spot.
That's just sensitive skin. Like you start like with my kneecap or something.
I'm thinking like, you'd probably start up here. I would think
on
you'd
the
start
back,
but no, the shoulders and like the chest.
It sounds like you've done it before.
I think I saw it in a movie once.
I saw it in a movie. Candles. I'm like, hold on, here we go. This is about to get
I
interesting.
open a drawer. There's 10 candles.
Right, bro. I wouldn't doubt it. Bro.
See, I'm stocked up.
But no, I'm like, this does need to be documented, bro. I do need to shout out a moment earlier. Like, I got here, and as the kind host of Ruse, I asked for some lotion. Naturally, I'm like, where's the lotion? Where's the bathroom? In that order. And he's like, I've been waiting for this forever. And this man, I'm gonna tell you right now, has the best selection, the best array of lotions. Look at this. You can zoom in and post. Soft. Thank you. That's just an endorsement to your lotion collection. I really enjoyed them. Thank you so much.
Oh, whoa, your hands are soft.
I'm
wow.
telling you, bro. Thank you. This is for the people. See, he vouched.
Softer than mine, because I fail to use my lotion, honestly. I have so much lotion. I'm so stocked up. And I'll think to myself, like, I should lather myself up more often. And you've actually, I think this experience reminded me, and your endorsement made me appreciate what I have. Speaking of spirituality, I'm going to look at my lotion collection a little bit differently after this.
Hey, bro, it matters. Just know, like, if you would have some bullshit ass, like, the Vaseline one's all right, but it gets greasy. This man busted the hemp lotion. Like, that's $19 at Ross.
And that was just one. I could have busted some out. That was just the one. I was like, you know which one I would want to use? This one.
Appreciate that. No, clutch is fun. I feel refreshed, moisturized.
I'll never forget the first time I used that hemp lotion. Somebody was going. My sister was doing like foot baths at a little massage place at one point, and so she had it there, and she, I think after the bath, she like gave the option of putting it on your feet. And I just remember the life-changing feeling of rubbing the hemps on my feet. I was like, my feet are so smooth right now.
It's kind of almost like earthing then at that point, right? Shit. I'm telling you, where does hemp come from? Like the ground?
Yeah, well, the plant is from weed.
Do they make shirts out of hemp?
And I think like it.
Put me on, bro. If you see this, whoever, throw me a link for a hemp shirt. I will buy one. I will wear it the next time I'm outside. I want to feel that. If it's mesh, even better.
Oh, it's super smooth. From my understanding, it's super smooth. Like, yeah, like I think I've felt things with hemp before, and I want to say that it's around the 30s, 40s when all that happened, reefer madness and all that.
DVD. Nice.
Yeah, but when weed became this crazy drug that's so bad for you, I think that's when hemp becomes illegal, and then they stopped manufacturing hemp stuff. But maybe they brought it back.
Again. Republicans playing themselves yet again.
I don't even. That's a good question. Was it Republican? I don't even know. That's a good. Probably. I would imagine it'd be a conservative issue in like the 40s.
Like, at this point, they'd be flip flopping.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's complicit, and we're gonna go down that rabbit hole now. No, to get real political now.
Let's give our political hot takes for the next 40 minutes.
Oh shit, I'm down, bro. I started with the fucking lotion. I thought, I was like,
if you vote for me, all the lotion for everybody. He endorsed me. Dude, he said I have all the lotion.
Thank you.
And if you vote for me as alderman, I guarantee you Chicago will have all the lotion.
I think we should all just start running for office.
Someone told me that recently. It was Bon Traeger. He just said that on here, and like I think.
Can you imagine a legion of fucking just comedians running?
You can join our legion. Now it's you, me, and him. That's 3.
I'm in.
Because if we do it all at once, that's the move, I think. We all go for different districts all at once.
Or we all run against each other on different tickets, like sneak in there. Like one's a fucking independent. Von Traeger is like...
You know what you'd do, though? You'd treat it like professional wrestling, and you would... Von Traeger is...
You could be libertarian, probably.
Oh, yeah. And then, like...
You could be like a soft character. Democrat. Like you don't have to be a real Democrat. You could be like, I waffle somewhere in the middle. Just pretend, bro.
I have a podcast, so I have to be like, I'm gonna be a fence sitter. And then it fits my character. I just agree with everybody. I just talk to everybody. I'm okay with everything. And then like they'll criticize me for it, but it'll make me really appealing to the mass audience.
Oh, that sounds like Dua Lipa.
It's basically how you become famous. I think that's just you just don't reveal enough. You just have to say yes to everybody and like everybody, and eventually everybody likes you. I think Rabbi dude, he said that to me once. He said the most popular kid on the playground is the kid that was nice to everyone because everyone's nice to him. I was like, dude, that's like fucking genius advice. That's so smart because it is true. But that would be my character in the alderman thing. I'll just be nice to everybody. If somebody asks me about an issue, I'll be like, well, I get how these people think, and I get how these people think, and yeah, it's a big deal, and I'm getting to the bottom of it.
Well, somebody just comes and pisses you off, though, bro. Like, just throws you off your game.
Well, that's like the test of my character, right? That's when I have to be like, I have to really play my role.
What if it's like a Latina baddie, and she's just like, hold up, you need to decide on one thing or the other. Like, I need funding for my kid's school. What you gonna do?
I'll be like, okay, so what is the context she's asking me? Like, are we privately together, or is this like on date, or is this
maybe
like
I'll go to the same church and like you saw her in the pastry line and you thought you had a chance, and now you do.
All right, I get it now. All right, so I would say to her, listen, I understand how you feel, and like truly, what I want you to understand is I feel the same way as you. There's just so much I have to do to get something like that to happen. And I am fighting for it. And I'm fighting for you because truthfully, I think you're one of the most beautiful souls I've ever met. And someone like you reminds me of why people like you need a chance.
You sound like a young Bernie Sanders. That shit is beautiful. I'm like, you know what? I'd vote for you or Hillary, whichever comes first.
Thank you. Now
that's beautiful.
Now
bro.
It's your turn. Now it's your turn because we have to test your politician skills, right? So do you have like a what's your role? Like if you're imagining like how you're gonna go at it, what's your angle? Do you got something? Like you got anything cooked up yet, or you still got to think about it?
I think release all my dogs from the shelter. So definitely like a lot of adopted dog.
People are gonna love that.
Yeah, for sure. And then tax them heavily like Chicago does. No, I'm just I think teach responsibility through providing education, bro. Being that guy that's like, hey, let's get books to people because people don't want to read.
Yeah.
And nobody's gonna vote for me, like because of that platform.
Yeah, they'll think you're a nerd. You'll have to make books cool. You have to find a way to make books cool. That's the thing,
bro. I don't even read that much either. I'm just like, but we should read, bro. That's my platform. I'm like, you know what? But if you don't, you're cool too. Just vote for us. And I think
we're all dumb. You should read. That's
everybody,
good.
Bro.
That's a good platform.
I think it's working, bro.
Like, I like it.
I think at this point, just be ignorant. Don't do anything that matters. Not. The reality is, nobody gives a fuck no more.
Yeah, I don't think it. I don't think it matters either way. But I think like what I've learned by myself is like, I think what books are good for and what movies are good for and music and all this is like you get to, it's an experience. Like it doesn't even have to be, you don't have to learn, you don't have to gain anything. It's just an experience you can have. And that's like, it reminds you what it is to be human. And it can be anything, but you have to do something, dude.
Is that why we get inundated with the reels and the shorts? And
that's what I'm saying. That's nothing.
quick distractions.
Yeah, that's like you're literally giving your brain garbage all day. I was telling you about how I watch movies. Bro. I've learned, like, because I'll fall back in love with movies like every few years or so.
It's a beautiful screen, bro. People need to see this. It's a wow. Like,
and you need a big, like, in my opinion, you think you need a giant ass screen to watch a movie. It's just the way it's meant to be done for a movie, for like a film, for like a show. Who gives a fuck? But if you're like putting time aside and watching a movie, dude, get like the biggest screen you possibly can. That's Ruse advice. That's advice from Ruse.
Hey, I will take it.
Just because. Just because. And what I'd say too is, like, yeah, you might not have money, but like that one time in life that you have the money and you're like, damn, maybe I should do that. That's the time you do it, because you're gonna have the time later when you don't have the money, and then you'll never have the chance.
I feel like this is the most ADHD conversation that quickly turned into a Best Buy commercial. Like,
it's just what it is.
Like, you know what? If you don't have a lot of money, you can still get a good TV. Like,
you just gotta wait till that time comes when you see the sale and you're like, how much money do I have in my bank account? And then you just
Black Friday,
go for it. That's actually how it was. Black Friday. That's how I got this TV. That's what it was.
If you're smart, you gotta
hit
wait.
The nail
bro.
on the head.
If you ever see me with small ass headphones, like, it's usually because those are my backups to my backups. I'm like, I just gotta wait a few more months to Black Friday.
Yeah,
my ears be hurting, bro.
Black Friday is kick.
We might strike this year, bro. The people might strike. I might partake.
Yeah,
I might just be like, hey, for the people, you know what? I'm not buying weed today, legally. No, I'll still be in my dispensary.
Yeah,
no, but I think.
But
shit works, bro.
Back to my point, because I don't want to go too far away. The films, the movies, all those things, it's very, very nice just to have something. And like what I learned when I watch movies again is, oh my God, like I love this, and it makes me realize how much I hate, like, because I'll think about it. I'll think like in time economy, if I were to have a movie I could watch, or if I were to be doing anything else, like, what am I going to be doing? I'll probably, because I'm a person, I always have YouTube on. So I'll just fucking passively pick a YouTube video and have it on.
Just random shit?
Just random shit. And when I think about it, all that shit just kind of flows through my brain. And I can watch the same YouTube video I just watched, and I'm kind of watching it a second time.
If you ever find the Limitless pill in real life, like, I promise you, it's gonna unlock all that shit. Like, suddenly you have all the survival skills. You can fucking dance like a Jabberwocky. Like, it's gonna be great, bro.
Yeah.
I believe in that.
You believe in the Limitless? Well, I think it's just the Elon Musk brain chip. I think that's what it is.
See, now that's where it gets tricky. Somebody gonna hack that shit, bro. Like, they gonna get into your brain, and it's like, how far is too far?
So you're not getting the chip?
No.
Me neither. You would never do it?
Somebody's gonna get the chip, though.
What would it take for you to do it?
Me, shit, for Mr. Beast to offer me hella money. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, really?
Nah, I even then. Because then he's gonna control it. He's gonna be on some fucking Lex Luthor shit. Like, I see you, Mr. Beast. Like,
if anybody controls it, though, fucking Elon Musk, if fucking Jeff, I mean, it's obviously gonna be some, like, person who, it's probably someone you don't even realize who it is, who's actually controlling
these characters we know, bro, their ego is going to be their own downfall.
Yeah.
And I think that's why the puppets we see, that's not really who's controlling all this shit, right? The vaunted they.
The veneer.
The veneer. They are the veneer, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Title this that.
Like, well, I think that's what's interesting about politics and entertainment in general. It's like, that's why you got to look at it as like, dude, this is probably all just some like, story of the day theater thing meant to distract me from like actual reality,
which is occurring. Atrocities and genocide happening actively in Gaza.
And it's always how I feel like is it's hard not to
tax dollars.
I'm surprised that people don't. I mean, I guess I can understand it, but it just seems so hard not to see that it's always like a story of the day type thing. Like, you're meant to talk about something for every few days. You're meant to talk about something, and every other few days you're meant to talk about. And it's just always a story of the day. And it's like, obviously, that is all just like window dressing to the actual thing that's happening. Like, that's how it works. Like, there's a thing that goes on, and then like there's all these little stories you just sprinkle and throw out there. And then there's like those videos you'll see where you realize how aligned media actually is, where all media is kind of like funded by the same people and given scripts from the same people. And it's like, dude, Truman Show. Like, how fucking scripted is this whole thing? Like, it really feels like
this is scripted as well. We wrote all this in 15 minutes. We both took Adderall at the same time, and we're like, let's write it all. No, this is real life.
Half written by AI.
We got the AR mic over here just controlling. Like, no, it's cool, bro. I think it's nice to have this conversation on camera, not like it gets, you done up in these times, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think we should have did this off camera. I saw the blinky light, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, this is real. Fuck it, we're talking about it. I think life is crazy because, again, we've seen this all before. At least it feels like deja vu because as even history repeats itself, right? The oldest shit in the book. Nobody wants to learn history because they say when you erase history is typically so you could do it again. And we're witnessing it in real fucking time. And I think anybody that can see beyond the surface level, like, you know, the CNNs, the Fox News, all the mass media bullshit. As you said, like the fence sitting to some degree, it feeds both sides.
Yeah.
I think those that are still in that game are complicit in it, but how do you blame somebody that's literally complicit because they're blinded?
Yeah.
As we were even talking about earlier, that conscious subconscious, that cognitive dissonance between knowing, in their story, they're the good guy. Like, everybody's the good guy in their story.
Yeah. And then, like, that's what's interesting about actors, like, playing villains. They'll always tell you that, is you have to be purely empathetic to get the role right. Like, you're not the villain. Even if you're the villain in the script, you're not the villain. Because if you play it as the villain, unless it's like a purely comedic or like, you know, tongue in cheek. I'm sure
there's a few exceptions, right? We mentioned there's always that one serial killer or somebody that's just a bit off. That's like, all right, it's a bit extreme. But
I mean, like, even the show you mentioned, right? It's like if he played that as, oh, I'm a scary serial killer, then that's different than him playing it as like a human and putting the human in the character. And those types of, I just feel like, in a time like this, I think that's all we can do. Like, it's crazy, dude. I think it's, again, like the way that things are divisive and the media is. I think you're meant to hate everybody around you at all times. That's the point, is they want you to not get along with each other. Because, of course, that would be the best outcome if you want it. So say I'm, like, trying to extort you. Like, say, like, you work for me or you pay me every year, and I'm like, you know, I just want you to pay me and not ask me any questions. The best thing I could do, and also I'm like spending all your money on some crazy ass shit. Like, you're paying me every year, and I'm supposed to be like helping you out, but I'm spending your money on, like, I'm just wilding out.
It sounds like our government, bro, for real. Like, what you mean shut down, not paying our troops and fucking spend money on ballrooms? That's legit.
But you're also still gonna pay taxes, though. You can't forget. You're still gonna pay,
bro. You can't fucking escape it. And it's like, there'd be mutiny by now. I just think we're all too busy watching reels and hopefully watching this because we need to at some point, and I think that's the crazy part about what we do, right? Like, as comedians, we're still kind of a distraction. We're in the entertainment, and it doesn't have to be mindless distraction. I think we get the most precious resource, which is people's attention. Like, when they're watching you in that moment, you can say whatever. Yeah, you can say your silly joke, you can say your well-written joke, and how it's received doesn't really matter. I think in that moment, holy shit, I can say something. Most people don't have that voice or platform to even speak on shit. It's just they consume. And before we even did this, we were probably byproducts of it too. Except as artists, you found a different outlet. You know, you were rapping it. You were finding a different way to express it. Most people are the audience. They don't dare to create. They watch and wait on people like us to go speak it. I think that's the wild part about right now. It's like, there's some real life shit going on. And we could both be the distraction from it, but use that platform to kind of, hey, y'all, like, kind of call attention to issues that are actually happening.
Yeah, it's just such a difficult thing because I think that the way that social media is designed,
like the algorithm or what?
Yes, the algorithm.
It's gonna hit you. And it's gonna numb you.
It's gonna numb you, but also it doesn't reward. It doesn't reward that understanding nature. It rewards more of a divisive, like it wants you to say this side's bad and this side's good, and you're not supposed to. Yeah, exactly. And if you want to have stuff that actually is engaged with, you tend to start to lean into that, and I think that's part of like the
sensational media, sensationalism or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
and every weather is sensationalized. Like, they'll say it's going to be the biggest storm of the year, and it barely rains. Yeah, and who controls that? Yeah,
probably the Aztecs. No,
surprise! It's actually China for the Olympics. It's China during the Olympics. I mean, they did control the weather for the Olympics for Beijing. I remember that.
That's lit. See, they took the candle down. Like they lead in it. I think leave it to all our ancestors, like ancient Mayans and Aztecs, gonna be summoning shit, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Aliens are coming. Did you see that shit about the 3-eye atlas or whatever it's called?
Mm-mm.
No?
Not
I'm
that
gonna put
one.
you on, bro. Look, I'm gonna sound like a conspiracy
I want to know.
No, they're talking about that. It's like an object that's shaped the size of Manhattan. And they say it's always Manhattan, bro. Like, why can't it be shaped like Minnetonka or some shit? But it's coming towards us at a rapid rate. It's releasing like metals that we've never like seen before, and it's like, wait, this is kind of like guided. Point is, give it a few months, the insurrection act's gonna happen. They're gonna be like, get these aliens out of here. I mean, I get they're already saying that. They're preparing us for it.
Well, that's why it's so weird that all this alien stuff has even been going on for the last few years. Like the whole alien disclosure thing.
We're still talking about Mexicans.
Well,
hey, bro, they call us aliens to dehumanize a whole class of people, which, again, people fall for this rhetoric, bro. Humans are so easily impressioned, like, by words, dude. Like,
yeah.
And this might just be the amazing strain of marijuana talking, but no, these are real thoughts.
Yeah.
I think we just fall for shit so easily.
Yeah.
And I love movies too, bro, but something tweaked me out recently.
What was it?
That besides learning that the Pentagon has its own budget for like investing in movies that we see, like
Netflix
war movies
shows
and shit, all that stuff.
all
Like
that.
I think Black Hawk Down, which shout out Josh Hartnett, great fucking movie.
Yeah.
You kind of look like a Josh Hartnett yourself, bro. But they said that shit is like partially funded by them because like at the end of the day, it's propaganda. We're still consuming. It's the victor's side of the story. We're not hearing.
Well, there was that show
side,
that
right?
there was a movie funded by Obama recently that everybody
That shit was
saw.
crazy. And it talks about some real shit, which is we saw even yesterday with the Amazon outage. You see that once you break down communication amongst people, we panic. And now everything's so digitized that once they freeze bank accounts and whatnot because of an outage, we're going to lose our shit because how you pay for food. Now you got to feed your family. Now you got desperate ass people. The ultimate way to divide us is by either misinform us, mislead us, or keep us from connecting.
Right.
And that's the wild shit. That's like how easily it's done because we're so easily distracted.
And how little we actually look into things and how much the internet has changed, because it was the case that you could, like, one thing that really tripped me out is I remember it was in 2021. There was some video. It was a girl. It had to do with like an election interference thing. Of course it did, right? And it was a girl who was talking about, like, she was in a courtroom and she was just saying, like, she was just passionate and yelling, right? And that was the video. And I remember I saw a screenshot of the video when I was scrolling on Facebook, and it was just people calling this girl crazy. And I'm like, oh, well, I should go watch the video to see what the video is. And it was so hard to find the video. And I typed in like the exact thing it was. I was like, this girl in this room. And I just remember I had to spend like 20 minutes. Like on YouTube, it would not come up. You couldn't find it on YouTube. It was there, but you couldn't like find it. And I just thought that was the weirdest, because it was just some random thing. It wasn't like a big like conspiracy thing. It was like one girl who was passionate about like election interference in a courtroom.
Greta Thunberg? Like,
yeah,
I thought we found it. Free my girl Greta, man.
And I mean, like,
shout out to her though.
It's just odd to me that it's like that, dude. It's like Greta Thunberg. I could find her in 1 second. I could find every single video of everything she's ever done. But like, and I was a kid who in 2009 I watched all the Charlie Sheen 9/11 videos. I saw all that.
Saying different Charlie. I was like, oh shit, it was them. Like, oh no, it's cool. Oh,
it's crazy he even did that. I think that was Charlie Sheen like 2003. That was pre all of his other stuff.
Nah, man, it's a lot of wild shit out here. I think even just learning that, again, everybody just talks through media, right? Even now, I'm over thinking like, how many people watch this? You know, like, fuck it. At the end of the day, I think this is what it's for, right? It's just to share thoughts. I could be wrong. I'm open to being wrong. I think that's the beauty in any of it. Like, just talk, get to know each other.
I don't think that people... I think that generally people aren't as at arms as we would think. Because again, if it's like a narrative, it's by design. I think people generally get along, like in person, in real life, when you talk to one another. Like, how often do you end up like yelling and fighting with people? Like, how many times?
If you're in River North, I
mean, you were talking about that baddie earlier. You were talking about that baddie.
Oh no, we don't yell. I think that's the beautiful part. It's like we figured out the thing about emotional maturity, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like I'm gonna scream silently with words and reflection, and I'm like, no, just scream at me. Like sometimes, we just like a fucking moth to a flame, man. Worth it every time. Like blink twice. No, everything is good.
Well, I guess the better question would be, how often do you just fight with like random people, or how often do you just fight with like people who are, you know, your friends? You just start freaking out and fighting with them, because like the internet, that'll happen often. You can just get in a fight.
I see that, bro.
But in real life,
scroll
that doesn't
down
really
like
happen.
Facebook comments and people just fighting.
Yeah,
I'm just like, you're in North Dakota, you're in like Detroit. Like, why are you guys arguing? I guess it's a good start. You know, like Patty in fucking Macomb County is talking to like Luke and wherever the fuck we are. Where are we again? This is still Chicago, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, this is north.
Technically.
Technically.
Yeah, technically.
I'm like, dude, I drove over an hour to be here and we're still in the same city.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
still
the
wild to
very
me.
tip. It's like the tip.
Oh, it's the
Just
tip?
the tip.
Oh, shit. I'm
Yeah.
by the other tip. It's like Bedford Park. It's by the tip. It's by Midway Airport. It's really far from here.
Wow.
He's
If we
right.
could somehow like bend Chicago, we could touch tips.
Dude, imagine, like, you heard it here first. Tip touching.
Which so you're not south tip. You're like what, west tip?
Southwest tip.
Southwest tip.
Yeah, it's more like a side titty. It's just like,
Yeah, side titty's probably a better.
oh man, it's cute. You know, we got Giordano's that we don't go to, but hella good tacos.
What got me
I'm
here
gonna take you
was
there, Ruse. Do you go like that way ever to the south side?
not really. Should I?
You should. What? Absolutely.
I mean, you
bro.
tell me.
Let's go. We'll take you there. You keep it. I'll pick
Give
you
me
up
a
from
tour.
from like Midway. I'll take you to a few spots, like, or even the show I run. I run a different show out of a few different American Legions and VFWs on the south side.
Okay.
And there's one in Bridgeport. There's one in McKinley Park. We got good food, bro. It's south of Roosevelt, so you have to take a little trip. But I promise you, like, you'll enjoy your time there. Hello, Latina baddies. Like, we're outside. Like, they come to the shows. Legion Comedy. They're doing the best costume contest this month. A little self-promo? Absolutely. You have to. Mainly because I want Ruse there, and I want him to score a lovely date.
You told me Latina baddies.
Bro, they're going to be there. Like, it's going to be, hopefully, like, y'all should come. we going to try. You know what? They'll be there.
Everybody's gonna be there, and you have this show. How often?
This one is monthly right now. We're in talks about potentially taking it twice a month.
Okay.
Because we're just a lot of different locations around the city that's like, oh shit, it's expanding out now. So I think it's fun to highlight different, because usually, again, on the south side, we get a lot of like south side comics. It's a little divided, not on purpose. I think it's just proximity to mics and whatnot. But we'll bring acts for the north side that wouldn't typically be over here, and bro, they'll go off. Like, our audience loves it.
Really?
They have a great set. It feels like a brand new feeling. So I don't know. It's a good combination of just like all the sides.
Interesting, because yeah, I haven't been to the south side much, and the south side comics I've talked to have said that it's like a whole different scene down there, essentially.
Yeah, for sure. I'd say like what we laugh at, because I grew up like on that side as well. So this, even doing mics in the north side, was kind of new to me when I first started. It was like a culture shock. I'm just like, dude, I'm so fucking out of place here.
All right.
But at the same time, like, comedy comes through here. Like, I've heard about the Second City. I've heard about Zanies and Laugh Factor. That shit's legendary.
Yeah.
Before this, I had never been to any of that. Like, so that's why I was just like, oh shit, I'll try it out. And what people laugh at here, it's more like Stephen Colbert, like Jon Stewart, like late night. And granted,
You're right. Yeah.
it's there's like silly. You could do silly and all that. Whereas on the south side, like, bro, they've seen Bernie Mac come through there. They've seen some legends. You know, Cedric the Entertainer. You've had D.L. Hughley, like nameless comics. There's an expectation, which is you better be fucking funny. We don't care what you look like. Doesn't matter what you sound like. If you're funny, you'll get laughs and appreciated in a way that the north side audience doesn't typically like connect on you with. So it's different.
When you say like Stephen Colbert and like John, like what do you mean? Like what is the difference in what they're looking for? Like what is that?
I feel like,
because like, do you mean like it's more like personality based, like soul, kind of like soul on the south side, whereas like up here it's a little bit more like.
If I could say, it's probably more writing on the north side that people would look for. There's good writing everywhere, right? But I feel you could write a good joke and be witty with it over here, and that's gonna get a great reaction. Where on the south side, yeah, you can still get that, but the audience connects more with energy. Like, you still gotta be a well-written joke and be funny, but I think ultimately, how good could you vibe with the audience?
Right.
If you connect with them again, bro, like the energy you get from there is like none other than I felt like it's dope.
I mean,
it's
you know
dope.
what it reminds me of is like a black church versus a white church.
For sure,
Because like a black
good way of
church,
putting it, for sure.
it's just so different. Like it's just, you just throw them next to each other, and it's such a stark contrast. It's hard to even. You just have to show somebody, because a black church is like soul, just 100%. Like
there's energy in there. So I still haven't been. So I think I'm long overdue for that. But I just don't go to church in general.
Yeah.
Probably because they make you shake hands. And like I was raised Catholic, bro. My anxiety will boom. I'm like, fuck, my hands are sweaty. And I just didn't want to go anymore, bro. And I feel like we're overdue do. But now it's a good comparison because I feel like white church is still cool, right? Like you're still connecting with God, you're doing your thing, but I don't know. There's a certain ambiance that's only felt on the south side.
Yeah.
So you gotta slide, bro. Even like if I bring you rapping, I'll put you on the show, dude. Like that'd be a little, you know, him with a little something. Who knows? Maybe you're due for a new YouTube video.
That would be beautiful because I mean, what I've learned is like I kind of did things backwards by even meeting, like I've always called this a comedy podcast, but I used to do it mainly with musicians and stuff like that before I moved here. And then I was here for like a year, and then I tried to find a few music mics. I couldn't find them, so I go to a comedy mic, and that's just kind of became the thing that I was familiar with. I would have comedians on the podcast, and then I would go to comedy open mics and just rap. And then I learned that's just something you can get away with. I mean, because I'm good.
Bro.
I would not recommend everyone does this. Most of you aren't good, and I'm sorry. It's just the truth.
I mean, hey, fuck it.
You're gonna embarrass yourself a little bit because you have to be good. It's like one of those. That's kind of what I like about it. Is if I'm bad, it will flop so bad. Because they don't really. Nobody wants you to do music in that setting. Like they might, but they ultimately they're like, oh, like you're taking our time. Like we don't. That could be our time, and you're up there doing.
If PBRs aren't special, like I still be like, you get it, bro. I'd be fucking.
But if it's not good though. If it's like really bad, if it's or mediocre even, if it's just like you're still gonna party, you're gonna be down with it.
Depends how many PBRs deep I am. I'm just like I'm a support guy, bro. Like you don't have to be. I'm just like, you know what, you're not good yet, but you might be one day. Like,
I think you're right.
Cool.
I think you have a good soul and good spirit, but I think at a comedy mic. That's not going to be the general reaction. I think you're in like the minority where you're going to be nice, but a lot of the comedians will be like, like they want. I don't think they're going to like that. You
I say we got snarky comedians. Like nah, bro. I feel like our community is very welcoming.
I just feel like if you were like a bad rapper, like if I were to go up there and be like just rapping about bitches and hoes and how I just trapped and ran on the ops.
What you rap about,
dude?
Ruse?
Fucking, I rap about we were talking about spirituality.
Yeah.
I think I need to find. What I think my thing is I think I need to find a cool way to like insert spirituality back into hip hop. I think that's like my MO now. It's like because I think that's what's necessary. I think it's like it's so far away from that, dude. It's crazy. Like hip hop sort of has lost its soul throughout the years. There's still great MCs and rappers, but I just think it's become so broad and big that you lose the original essence of what made it what it was. Like the rap from the 90s still is so powerful. And I think that shit now, just what a general...
Like what's the message? What's your spiritual message that you feel needs to be connected with the audience?
To that creation is the source of happiness. That connection is the source of happiness.
That's lit.
Like that's what life is all about, is creating and connecting with people. And I think like those are like the two best things I could probably say if I was to give a message. There's a thing I always say. It's a song I wrote back in 2014. It's called Superheroes, and it's one of the first songs I really wrote, like big songs. And there's a line that goes, "A match to a spark to inspire. I want to see you start a fire." And I've always felt like that is like, again, like my MO. Damn. Like if I was to put it in one line, it's like I think the best thing I could possibly do is just show other people that they are capable of doing things just as great as anything I could do, because we're all capable of great things if we just allow ourselves to be.
Hey, vote for him as alderman.
Vote for me as alderman.
So essentially like being a catalyst, a catalyst for change.
And I think that's the best thing you could possibly be in life.
Right? That's like the best. I mean,
creates meaning.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
It's like what makes life meaningful, to actually initiate true change.
Be like, you know what? I could fuck this vortex up. And I don't know, I think on the spiritual stuff, manifestation is real, right? Like to so many degrees, which is whether you could read Think and Grow Rich and it talks about manifestation through repetition or whatever it is, right? It happens. And I think seeing that, oh shit, whenever I do create and put myself out there, it does validate why you did it in the first place, right? Which is that desire to want to connect on a way that you can't explain it. And there's actually a quote that I like telling everybody that when I came across it, bro, I should change my life, which was, if you find the perfect book you want to read and you see that it hasn't been written yet, it's probably because it's on you to write it.
Wow.
And for me, when I read that, I was like, oh my God. Like, and that's what, again, I think going back to earlier, reading is so fundamental because it expands your mind to places that you can't come back from that.
Right.
The mind, once expanded to new dimensions, never returns to its original dimensions. And it's, I don't know, man, like, you can't go back from seeing this. Like, once you perform, once you feel that rush of adrenaline, that's a physiological feeling, but as you mentioned, there's a spiritual component too. Listen to all our music now, whether it's Kendrick, whether it's anybody, they're literally talking about spirituality in it, that desire to do it just because it's a calling at this point.
I think Kendrick is a really spiritual rapper, yeah.
For sure. I think anybody, bro, it could be a love song. Everybody's talking about either God or creator because God is the creator. And I read this other shit which tripped me up, which is you talk to God when you create because God's the only creator. So if you're creating, that's you being God, but you're only basically talking about what God's putting through you, through your art. You're just putting it back out there to connect with people.
Yeah.
And whoever picks it up, may they be inspired with it. It's going to make a change. At least it makes changes in our lives, right? Like, whoever imagined us being on a zany stage.
Right.
I fucking didn't. You know what I mean? And I think it was the night that I had a roast battle when I saw you perform for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did the rap battle, or not the rap battle. You like came up and you even said my name on the whole thing. I was like, oh shit, like, yo, he's freestyling, bro. Like, he was writing that shit. And it's the appreciation of, holy fuck, he's doing it, bro. Like, you could talk shit, you could love it. He's doing it. I don't know, it's dope to be in that space with people that just, bro, you're creating.
Yeah.
And we're all creating, which is sick.
Yes, and creating, like the raw creative nature of something like that. I appreciate you saying that because, again, that's the point, right? Like, to me, that's the point, is that is what comes across. Just that it's a creative act that is happening. Like, what I try to do for every comedy show I go to is to write a rap just for that show, where it's like I try to at least mention everybody on the show or throw stuff in there. So it's like very clear that it's from that show. And then if I can, what I'll also do is like throw in a couple, like, for roast battle, what I was doing is I would do that. I would run through the rap where I roast everybody, and then I freestyle a bunch of shit that you just saw everybody say. So it's like you have the one element of, oh shit, he's roasting everybody, and then you have the other element of, oh shit, he's freestyling. And like, just those two things they're bound to click with the audience. And I think the fact that you're rewarding the audience, you're igniting creativity in them because they're like, oh, I get it. And like, that's all like a cycle. Like, you're creating, if it's creative to you, like I really like that quote you just said because that's so fucking good. You could apply that to anything. Like, if you like it but you can't find it, it's up to you to create it. Because that's how I've always felt about like music. When I'll hear a song that I've made, I'll be like, dude, like that is fucking exactly it. That's it. Dope, bro. But it's no one could make it but me, and I know that. Like,
I'm jealous of that actually. I've always felt like, and I don't get jealous often, bro. But I feel like
I'll take that as a compliment.
I feel I'm more of an appreciator. I appreciate things, but whenever I listen to music and good music with lyrics and stuff, where I'm just like, bro, to create the sound, the lyrics, I get jealous. Bro, how do you create this thing out of nothing?
I feel the same way about stand-up comedy.
Yeah, I guess, right.
When I look at comedy, I'm like, damn, how do you construct a fucking joke? Like, man. I couldn't even begin. If you threw me on a stage and told me to be funny, I maybe could like suffer through a couple minutes, but like I've always said I would not want to start over. I wouldn't want to start over and try to be good at comedy for 3 years and just be bad, because I know there's going to be such a learning curve, because it's one of those things where, so when you say this to me, I just want you to know the feeling is entirely the same way the other direction, right?
And that's what I love about the arts, even that there's this like mutual admiration between the arts, right? Like even like the pro ball players that want to play or want to rap, and rappers that want to play ball, we do what we do because that comes naturally to us,
right?
So it's like,
and the grass is always greener on the other side.
Sure. I mean, at this point, I've come to terms like, hey, you know what? I don't want to be making beats all night. That sounds exhausting. I don't want to be running laps. This is what I do. I can actually get better at this, because to have a sense of humor, bro, that's a gift. You know what I mean? I feel like the comedic timing has always kind of been there naturally, to where I loved making people laugh in sad moments. I came to learn now it's a trauma fucking response, and you're like, oh shit, I'm people pleasing. It is what it is, bro. And it's
you and every comedian's is all fucked up, is what you learn.
God, bro,
like you start talking in comedy circles, you're like, wait, you too?
You too? Oh, we're so misunderstood, bro. Like, yo, it's great, because like mental illness, like fucking Care Bears just fucking smoking weed, bro. It's like, what do you have? Schizophrenia? Like, what do you got? Like, it's just, bro, it goes around, and I wouldn't be anywhere else, because our art dude, we literally get to pull it from the universe, your own observations, and to connect with an audience. That's what I'm thinking is the most thrilling.
I think comedy is the most intimate.
Thrilling.
It's definitely the most intimate connection you can have with an audience.
Fuck, that's intense.
It's so reciprocal. Like, it's so based on a genuine response. Like, music, it's more just, let's just watch you do your thing, and, you know, we might vibe with it and all that, but it's not so, like, give and take, where someone can just play along and pretend they like music and just have a good time. Whereas comedy, they're not going to really do that. People don't fake laugh. They don't just, like, they'll just watch you and not laugh if they don't think it's funny.
That's true.
I feel like comedy is so much more, that's why it's scarier to me. I actually think that's what makes it scarier, is that the failure would be so much more tangible. Like, you could literally hear it.
Those bombs hurt, bro. Like, that shit is something in your soul that just like, oh, I didn't know people could look at you like that. It's just that it's not even sympathy, it's not hate. They're just like blank and disgusted even. I don't know. Is that what it's like? Painful though.
Just blank, the confused looks.
And I'm just like, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't want to do this to you. It was funny when I wrote it in the shower, and now I'm here like, fuck, and then you just gotta pull out your ass and be funny, bro.
I think part of what makes them react like that is they see it in themselves. They're like, oh God, thank God it wasn't me tonight. Thank God it was him.
Hey, we all gotta eat it, and that's the best part, bro. You could bomb your ass off, walk back to where the comics are, back of the room, and they're still, hey, good job.
Of course.
Everybody gets it. It's like, yeah, you put your rep in. Fuck
well,
it.
I think it's almost worse if you like came up to me and like you had the worst bomb, and I was just like, oh, you fucking killed it, bro. Like, if I told you that, you'd know I'm lying to you. Right? It's almost like, better if I just like give you a small.
I mean, I was like, I'd be like, Dad, like, no, not, damn it, no, it's fine. A little appreciation, you know, a little high five, you know, just soft, like, we can get him next time, Tiger, and just
well, maybe a smack on the ass. Smack on the ass.
Sometimes you need that just to wake up the senses.
Yeah,
smelling salts, even. I've never done them. I would try them.
That would be a great time. You just bombed, and someone whips out some smelling salts. Like, hey, bro, I see you're a little down.
Just
come with me. Just pull you out back and whip out the salts.
Damn.
I've never done smelling. Have you?
No, bro.
I want to so bad.
Aaron Rodgers makes that shit look lit.
I told you earlier, I'm like, I get addicted and I go into things too deep. I tell you, if I had smelling salts, I would just sniff them every day. It would not be good. I would do it too much.
It's probably how cocaine addiction starts. It's like, all right, this isn't enough. Unless smelling salt bros, y'all could probably tell us like which one is more addictive.
I think it's one of those things that it's so new. There's no telling anything. There's no knowing what's more addictive.
Smelling salts are new.
Well, they don't even know if they're bad for you. It's like vaping. Like, they couldn't. There's no long-term medical study that could tell you whether or not.
That air fryers, Four Locos, bro. It's all gonna give Peter Francis Geraci hella business in like 20 years.
We all act like meth is like the craziest thing we've ever consumed. I guarantee you, so much shit we do now.
It's fairly new.
Again, that's the 40s. That's like 1940s. We stopped doing meth medically. So like, just all this shit we have now. Like, cigarettes are what, the 60s? It's 50s and 60s?
Those are bad, and we're still doing them.
You still are on old trains, and you'll see where they covered up like the cigarette thing, where you could ash it in the seat.
The better days.
You know, the good old days.
I wouldn't be allowed to vote back then, but the better days.
Yeah.
It's fine. We're doing better. We're taking rights away still. But you know what? Let's stay on topic.
I think we should fucking take all the vaping rights away. I hate when people... I'm a server. Why do people think they can just vape at a table and vape in the train car? Like, people like, dude, vaping is still like I'm still inhaling your like berry bullshit.
For real, I never looked.
This
at
is a pet peeve of mine.
I don't vape. But I feel like when they do, I'm like, that looks yummy. I'm like, I want to go outside.
Well, you know, I told you earlier, I'm an addict. I used to vape, and I would vape a lot. So I probably have some deep seated.
A little bit. You're like, how dare you? Let me hit it though. If they let you hit it, you wouldn't be complaining. Be like, hold up, like, gotcha. Imagine.
I just vape till I'm sick. That's the problem. I'll vape crazy. I'll just fucking. I want to rip it and rip it and rip it and rip it.
Some good ass flavors, bro. I see why it's addicting. Try to stay off it.
What was my favorite flavor? I think I like the berry ones the most. The grape. I think probably grape vape is the way to go. Grape vape is fucking awesome. It's like grape soda. I mean, how could you go wrong?
Fuck yeah.
Oh my gosh. They had like the baking ones. Those are probably my least favorite. It's like a cookie flavor.
I mean, I see I'd be good on the first few puffs, and then it's like, all right, now I'm gonna need cookies.
And this is when I had a mod. So it was like a big ass, like you had all this cookie juice, like
Jesus.
all this cookie juice. You can't like.
Do you guys just make your own? Like,
No, you go to like Mr. Smoke shop or whatever it's called, like Mr. Smoke.
there's always a Mr. something. It's
Yeah,
always.
Mr. Vapor.
That's where you go, Mr.
Mr. Vapor. But you go in there and then you get your. That's where I bought the mod, but they had all the juices. Oh, they had so many different juices.
Sounds like good juices, bro.
I was watching who was it? It's like the Podfather, they call him. He was like one of the original podcasts. He used to do MTV. I forget his name sometimes though. He was like old school MTV interviewer guy. But he did a podcast, very popular, and he was on Joe Rogan, and he had this like vape, and it was back when vapes were like first happening, so it was like a big fat like box vape, and it's kind of like a time capsule of a video because he's like ripping it and telling Joe all about it, and it's just like it just reminded me of what and I think the other one I'm remembering is Trevor Moore, when Trevor Moore was on Joe Rogan, because he also brought a vape. And this was, again, the beginning days of vapes. So he's talking about how he got this juice from China and how, like, you have to be really careful when you operate the juice, because if you get it on your hands, it could poison you. Like, if you consume any of it, or if you actually, like, he always wore gloves, and he always had to have someone in the house. Or no, you could have a heart attack. You could have heart issues if you got it.
That's some OG vape juice.
OG vape juice. And it was, like, so hard to get. And this is, I gotta say, 2012, 2013. It's the early days.
It's all killing us, bro. All the microplastics in our I don't even know none of this shit, bro. I just know we're dying.
I know we're dying.
Ain't that crazy? And
you eat fast food?
Like, bro, I'm killing myself even faster because it's fire, bro. I currently have a Panda Express fixation. So.
Oh, I do like. See, does that count?
Bro, I get the white rice. I get half white rice, half fried rice, bro. The orange chicken. Like, there's something about it that feels not healthy. But it's filling. It's good.
I wonder how legit Panda Express is.
My doctor's gonna kill me for it. She just told me I had high cholesterol. Here I am talking about fucking Panda Express. So I'm gonna get some on the way home if they're still open.
They don't have Halo Burger around here.
Your whole block smells like burgers, though. I will say. I got here. I'm like, what is that delicious smell? Y'all got a Red Hot Ranch right here?
I gotta guess somebody's like grilling or something, because it doesn't usually smell like. Usually there's a Chinese place right there. Sometimes you smell Chinese. Maybe that's what it was.
It's like one of these neighborhoods that just always smells good, like a little good food.
You're right.
That's fire.
You need that.
I wish I had that. Our place smells like I'm by the Nabisco factory, so sometimes like it smells like cookies, like Oreos and shit. So that's, I'm not gonna lie, it's fantastic. When Trump ass fucking threatened to take away the Nabisco factory and send it to Mexico, I was like, God bless my fellow Mexicanos.
Yeah, they get that
I was
cookie
gonna be
scent.
sad because I was like, don't take away my cookie scent, bro.
It's like a giant candle.
Oh, dude, literally, it's like, yo, it's pollution. I don't care. It smells like cookie, fresh cookies. I'm gonna go inside and get some with my milk, 2% skim now.
I would like to live next to a peanut butter factory. I really like to smell, or a coffee
you don't got
factory.
An allergy? You don't got a peanut. You kind of look like you could have a peanut butter allergy, like a peanut allergy. If you told me, hey, you don't have nuts in your pocket, do you? I'd be like, yo, you got a nut allergy. I'd believe you.
For the record, I don't have any allergies I'm aware of.
Nice, that's good.
Do you have any allergies?
No, I wear Ross cologne, so I better not.
Let's go. Let's go.
You wear that shit, bro. Something's gonna burn. You gonna find out what you got immediately.
I always worry that like one day I'm gonna figure out what I'm allergic to. Like I'll move next to the peanut butter factory. I'll be like, wait, what? I was allergic all along.
That would suck, bro. I mean, I don't.
Wouldn't
think
it? Like you just your fucking lungs all to start to swell up, and you're like, wait, what I eat?
Like the planters guy. Like I didn't sign up for this.
Like that's what scares me. It's just the idea that I'm gonna touch something, I'm gonna like just randomly, and then I'll have to like run through my mind, and it'll just be some random ass thing, like some random thing, like it'll be like a flower, like some flower I can't touch. I mean, allergies. How does it even work?
Because of some shit like that. Like that was.
You could die.
Yeah,
you could die.
Especially because you don't know, so you don't have the fucking what's that? The shot.
Well, I don't know if it's like a shot. I think with allergies, you just can't. If you don't know that you have an allergy.
Yeah, it's on Spirit Airlines. Like, that's it. You're fucked. You're cooked.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. Like, and even if you do know you have an allergy, I think it's just you avoid the thing.
I think at that point, just stand over my body and shoot me to death. Like, at least say, like, I went out like a G. Like, what the fuck? Like, he got killed over a peanut, bro. Like, he took the snacks on Southwest and just never made it down.
You're like, there's nuts in this?
All right,
there's
imagine.
what in this?
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm going to try that one day. Just see what happens. Like, I was just kidding.
Just pretend to die.
No, dude, I don't think I commit to the bit.
Yeah, I don't think I could either.
I can't lie still.
I would have to pay them so much money after to feel better. That's like, if I was rich enough to pay them money, then I would be willing to do that. Because then I'd be like, I'm so sorry. I probably ruined your day. Let me give you all this money to make up for it.
Damn, if only, right?
I feel like it's the only honorable way to do that, because it's such an annoying thing to do to just go to someone's place of work and then just pretend to die on them and watch them panic.
I mean, some influencer is out there doing it right now, and if not, they're gonna hear it. It's just like, oh, I've been inspired. It's like, fuck. Just please be sure you're not allergic to peanuts before you try.
I mean, it would be a good Walmart prank, I guess. If you're going like small scale Walmart pranks, you could do heart attack. I don't think they
care, bro. I think like the lady in the fucking car will run you over. Like, she don't give a shit. Like, she gotta go get her pumpkin pie. I used to like going to Walmart at 2 a.m. That's like the best time to be there.
Yeah,
I think COVID robbed us of like a lot of people, but after that, 24-hour Walmarts.
24-hour Walmarts for sure.
We all lost that day.
Mm-hmm. A lot of 24-hour McDonald's. I think there's a lot less of those. 24-hour Taco Bells. No more 24-hour Planet Fitnesses. They got rid of a lot of 24-hour stuff, and I think 2 a.m. is the best place for a lot of things.
Absolutely.
Yep. I think you're onto something.
You get like the best people, and like the shitty people have gone to bed. You know, you get the real authentic people.
Yeah.
The real artsy types, mental illnesses.
Yeah.
Just out in the wild at a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's a different world at 2 a.m. It is. And I don't know. Well, let me think. What's the best place to be at 2 a.m.? I would say
a lot of places, man. Some good options. I've been in a lot of cool places at 2 a.m.
I mean, I would go with like a laid back bar is what I would say, but that's
pizza
like
nearby,
my
hopefully.
preference.
A little slice of pizza nearby.
Ooh,
but this sounds too much like Wrigley, and I don't want to say Wrigleyville because it's like they do got Big G's though. You ever tried Big G's pizza?
No,
bro, it's a staple.
24 hours?
Nah, but he open till like 3 a.m.
Oh, that's
like
nice.
2 or 3. It's late, bro. Shit's fire.
See, because I'm so far up here, I miss all this other stuff.
The Wrigley is south to you? That's crazy. Because it's on the north side. It's by Wrigley.
Yeah.
Damn,
I mean, it's
bro.
not that far. Wrigley's actually not too far.
So I'm like, Wrigley, north to me. It's actually where I was before I came here on accident. I was like, I looked at the address. I'm like, nope, still far away.
Oh, you were not at the address I thought you were at then.
No, bro, I went to the wrong place. Dude, I literally took my Adderall specifically to be here on time. Like, literally, I was like, I'm going to do it today. And I was on time-ish, wrong fucking address. Like, go figure.
That's funny.
Every time.
You took the Adderall, like, bugging, like, typing in the address.
I was in wait mode since fucking 11 a.m., bro. I was like, can't do anything until I get to Ruse's on time, show up at the wrong fucking address.
Yeah.
Got Lotion, which was nice. Again, dude, it's been a nice, like, stream of events, I think.
Yeah. Thinking spiritually, do you ever feel that things happen as they are supposed to happen? Do you feel that way?
My boy.
Or do you think that things are random?
I believe in synchronicity, just kind of touching on all that. That's Carl Jung. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
But Carl Jung is more like analytical in the way that we think, right? He wouldn't, I don't think, did he say synchronicity?
He coined it, actually.
No way, really?
That's his term, which is nuts, because when I started seeing synchronicity, which people talking about is when I was learning that he actually was the one that coined it. I was like, oh, damn. He's actually the one that takes after Freud, right? His understudy that puts both, all right, there's studies to back, like, scientifically why people are the way that they are, but he added in the spiritual element, the part that you can't see. He's the
shadow,
the shadow self. That's why even I started like even talking about that stuff. Is what I really read about, like our subconscious and conscious minds, right? Like so much we don't know about ourselves, and yet we're all just out here masking and mirroring each other. Like why?
I think what's cool. I haven't really I know about his ideas and they all resonate with me. I mean, he's known for having like hard to, it's like not a good level of entry for his books. Like you have to really be able to think in a different way in order to read it. And so like I've heard that one of his best first books to read is Man and His Symbols. And so I've like heard the beginning of that. But the beginning of that, I mean, the name says it all. And like it's kind of one of his central ideas, just like that. We look at the world through symbols, and symbols are really how we perceive things rather than the things that they really are. It's all symbols. And I think like when you said that earlier, I was explaining the name Ruse as we are playing roles. And so when you say that we are between what we are and what we are not, or, you know, what we are and what we, how did you put it?
Oh shit, I don't even remember, bro.
Whatever you said.
We were deep into the we at that point. Nah.
But say, you know, you're between what you are and whatever this other thing is, or like, you know, whatever you really are, and then whatever you represent, right?
The man between the shadow or the.
Because there's something that you. The question always is, what is that? What is that constant thing that I am? And then like, there's all these passing moments, right? And so I think that in life. And when I read about Buddhism, it really resonated with me because I realized, like, oh, so this is kind of the central idea behind Buddhism, is this idea that there is, or at least Zen Buddhism, is that there is this reality that exists that is a fundamental reality that is always happening. And then we as humans have this yin and this yang, this or this that, and we separate everything, and we just learn, because that's how we survive. That's the only way we could survive. Damn. Is to separate everything and to make sense of it, and everything is analyzed. And there's this analytical part of you, and then there's this pure creative part of you that just wants to exist and experience. And it's always this battle between the two, because both must coexist in order for you to properly live. And so I think like it's
Damn.
What
That's
we're always doing is
That's
we're
crazy.
always creating a narrative, and we're always convincing ourselves this is the ruse, is that we are always playing a role, right? And we're always being something. But in the end, we're never that thing. We're never, ever anything, and nothing is ever anything. But we know to define things as things because it's the only way you could ever exist. But deep down, it really is this unique moment in time that will never exist again, and it's not... It is a that's why I think like it would be better to think that everything does happen for a reason in all this, because it's like, what else, you know, like life just happens. It just seems to happen, and then you learn to classify it and like call it all these things. But really, the best thing you could do is just purely experience it and just assume it's all meant to happen, right?
Damn, that's dope, bro. Hey, that's some serious shit.
But I think that I really like when you say that, because again, like, you're not either of those things. You aren't what you think you are, and you aren't this. You're no constant thing. Like, you aren't anything. You're just this person that exists, that you just define yourself all the time because that's what you have to do. But really, you're nothing. Like, none of us are anything.
The crazy part for the human experience is then tying in the trauma that definitely molds us and shapes us. The childhood trauma, the learned experiences, the generational traumas, all that, and then adding the hereditary, the mental illnesses.
And someone like Jung allows you to look at that through the lens of like, what does that stuff do? Or Jung and then Freud, both of them. How does that stuff influence me throughout the rest of my life? And like, what does all that stuff mean moving forward? And how does that change how I react to things? And like people like them, it's so crazy to think that before them, we just kind of just took it all at face value. I had no idea what the fuck like psychology even was. I mean, like there was little sprinkles of it, but those are the two people who really like psychoanalysis, like observing dreams and the subconscious.
Like think about it, even because that's even us until we learn about it. Until we keep mentioning the spiritual. You start kind of going down that rabbit hole when you start connecting to it, right? Which is like, all right, why do I connect to this? I need to learn more, and you learn about the spiritual stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we didn't even have people that studied it, we wouldn't even be here. But how many people have even learned that now? How many people are being distracted from it, again, through the reels, the shorts, that constant barrage on our thought process and mind through distractions? And it's, holy shit, is that what they're distracting us from? Like keeping us from being our creative selves, like tapping into that art. Why is it that in schools, the first thing they cut is the arts and music programs, right? Like we know now through just reflection, we've been taught through public school systems to be employees, right? Like it's don't be late, don't get out of line, you get reprimanded. We became worker bees. Those that break out of the matrix are usually artists because they create. They get in tune with their creator, God or
which
whoever
school
it may
does
be.
not reward.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
They push this Christian sensationalism, right? Or the Christian nationalism, whatever they call it, is because that's the indoctrination part of that's already curated to just follow blindly into whatever it is that they're pushing upon people. To actually be spiritual and is to be accepting.
Yeah.
Right? To be connecting with everybody. Like that's the Jesus Christ way that I've been hearing about, right? That it's about love. And damn, bro, it's literally just our minds, nobody's present because you're either worried about the past and hurt, past trauma, or you're worried about the future. What am I going to eat? How am I going to pay this bill? Which in turn makes you work more, you know, and now you're away from your family. It's crazy, I think.
And again, like with Zen Buddhism, that's another big focus of it is that exact thing you just said, is like the past and the future, and how you, through doing that, lose that very thing. Like that's that analysis, that like this and that comparison, where you lose the present moment that you're in. Because if you're always doing that, you're never here, you know.
Literally, bro. That's why it's important to breathe.
And I think like
which I forget to do.
What I do love about school is it at least did teach me to like it socialized me for sure. It like school definitely showed me that being like working with people is the best thing you could do. Like just having fun with people, like other people. Because if I was just like hanging out at my house every day, I probably would have been a weirdo. I know for a fact school was probably good for a kid like me.
That's probably why we are right now, right? With the whole, they call it the male loneliness epidemic shit that's going around.
Yeah.
And I think that the rise just came. Yeah, we just probably played too many video games, and I love video games, bro. Like, I think comedy's the only thing that's kept me from them. Otherwise, I was glued to my shit. And it's there's something to that. I haven't been as happy as I've been until I started connecting with likewise weirdos, you know? Like, we're all fucked up, and that's the beautiful part of it, that holy shit, we existed all along. But yeah, right now, we're all divided. Everybody's literally, so I think come out to comedy shows. I think that's a good place to connect.
I think you just lead by example, dude. I think you have this, like, you know, again, creating. Like, I think through creating moments like that, it's the butterfly effect, it's the manifestation, it's all that. Like, you just make a reality in which people see people connecting, and that's just going to naturally expand into more of that. And I think that's what we can all do, is we can all just try to create moments where we can, like, and it could be like a simple thing, right? But like comedy shows are a great way to do it. Comedy shows, music, if you're somebody in entertainment, like, it's so easy. But even if you're just not, just like hang out with your friends. You know how nice it is to just invite somebody to go out to eat? Like that person's probably gonna be excited. They'll probably be like, oh, even if they say no, they'll be like, oh, he invited me, you know?
True.
One time I heard the piece of advice, it was like, take someone out on their birthday. Be the friend that takes somebody out on their birthday. And I thought, wow, that's such a good, nice, like, because you imagine that you're just hanging out on your birthday and you're the one guy, because how often does that happen to anybody when someone messages you, says, I want to take you out?
So that'd be nice. We're gonna go on bro dates.
By the way, my birthday is May 29th, so if anybody, you have my Instagram, if anybody wants to take me out.
Is that still a Taurus? Are we Taurus babies? I'm in April, so take us out in the middle of April.
Where are you going?
Shit, I don't know. Wait, when? Where?
I thought you're touring for April.
Oh, no, Taurus, bro. We're talking about
you got any tours coming up? Shit. I was like, plugging a tour?
Nah, shit. Soon, bro, we gonna manifest that shit. I'm in this for the long haul, bro. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving.
But wait, what was it? Taurus?
Taurus. Like the sign Taurus. I was like, are you a Taurus? So clearly you're not a Taurus.
No, Taurus. Oh, I think it's a Taurus.
What's your
Dude,
horoscope,
I can't even fucking hear. I'm like, Taurus, like where? From China? From Ireland? What are you, Taurus from where? Gemini. It's May 29th. Gemini. It'd be Gemini. But I guess it's probably close to, I don't even have them memorized. I don't know which is which. Maybe they're close to each other, Taurus and Gemini.
So I'm April, so then you're probably the next one up. Either way.
Oh, you're right after me.
Yeah, bro.
Dude,
right before.
When I found out Kanye was a Gemini, I was like, wow, one of us.
Damn, it's like, is that the trajectory like one could hope for? You know, 1 minute you're creating dope beats, the next you're a Nazi. It's like,
well, Geminis, I think like they're known for just like spiraling out and just going down rabbit holes and shit. And I was like, wow, no, it can't be, because I don't think that stuff's real. But then I'll see something like that and I'll be like, nah, because it's like the list of people I see that are Geminis, I'm like, oh, this all tracks. This all tracks to me.
That's why it's like, I didn't want to believe in horoscopes, because, you know, and you start dating, and what's your sign? And you tell them, and they fucking do their voodoo magic and look it up, and it's like, actually, we are compatible. Like, that is real. There is a realness to that.
It's
like Earth, water signs, like,
you have to think with that spiritually inclined mind, because I think it's like, I don't think it's as real as people make it out to be. It's like people will treat a horoscope like it's real. Like they'll treat it like it's like fucking gospel. I don't think it's like that. I don't think that it's so simple as it's actually based on the stars and it's based on astrology. I don't think that's even it. I think that it's like there's some type of synchronicity that occurs when people are born at a certain time of year.
It's like seasonal depression, bro.
Exactly. Like, I think it's more related to the seasons than anything.
Conditioned through like, oh shit, you're a Halloween baby. Like, maybe.
That's what I think.
I can see that.
That makes so much, but that's me like trying to benefit of the doubt. How the fuck could horoscopes ever make sense?
How could I not end up like Kanye? Like, fuck.
How am I Yeah,
I don't like where this is going. Fuck.
Yeah, I gotta check out the Gemini list again.
Just go
sometime.
to a different tarot card reader, bro. Find a different read of the signs, and make your own luck. I think, and then what's meant to be will be, right? I think we can hope to create our own realities, and you're still gonna get fucking stonewalled at some point. And just to circle back to my boy Young, what is it? Fuck, see, I had the whole quote, but it's no, is that Marcus Aurelius? The whole fucking the obstacle becomes the way.
Oh wow,
I think that might be that, dude.
That would make
Stoicism.
sense. Yeah,
that shit.
The obstacle becomes the way.
Even the red pill bros could get with that one. Yeah, I mean, I think most red pill bros.
That's a very based quote. I would say it's a very based quote. The red pill guys will love that. The obstacle becomes the way is like. Because, I mean, it's like, it's just telling you to embrace struggle, I think.
Absolutely.
I think anybody could understand that. And I think that's what we would all benefit from, too. Again, like, the harder things are often the more valuable things. Like doing the thing, like someone you would not understand, seeking to understand that person is the harder thing, but it's the better thing. Like it's an exercise, like, and I think when I write a song, I challenge myself. Like if you're doing a joke, I bet sometimes you're like, oh, I could do this, but what would be hard? Like what would I do that would be different than what I would usually do? Because I always do that. Like, do you ever think that way and challenge yourself a little bit?
I feel like, I think actually, as you said it, I think that's what's lacking, right? I think a lot of us get comfortable with not challenging ourselves.
Exactly.
That conformity or comfortability where it's like, oh shit, I'd rather just follow. No, once you challenge yourself, you find even on a good streak, you're still gonna hit like an obstacle, right?
Yeah.
And I think now it goes back to Young, which is in every fucking failure, there's opportunity. Like every single one.
Right.
So if you make an opportunity out of it, then it's like, was it really a failure? And it's like, how do you ever get to that next level without fucking up? And shit, bro, I think even Richard Seymour Hoffman will quote his ass, which is you can't be afraid to fail. Like you have to be willing to fail. Like in order to get to that next level, failure must happen. You can't be an expert without it. So I think what I've been finding in my whole journey is like, dude, you just gotta put yourself in weird situations where I've never done this shit, but that's why I'm here. And I don't know, I think I started loving the opportunity of the challenge of fuck, this didn't go the way I literally thought. I wrote this out, I practiced it, you go to mics and something happens, and then it's, all right, cool. What am I gonna do with it? And then you bounce back, have a great show, and you realize, oh no, yeah, you're built for this shit. And I fell in love with that feeling now, bro. And it's like, I did it to inspire people. I always felt that I want to be the greatest. But if I can't be the greatest, may I at least inspire the next person that will be. Whether it's representation for people that look like me or that don't, just simply be like, hey, he did it. I got social anxiety. I sweat. I'm uncomfortable. But if he could do it, I could do it. And I've had people multiple times after shows tell me that, where it's like, hey, bro, like, you got social anxiety, me too? Like, I could never do what you do. And it's, bro, that feeling, that connection is like, oh, man, ain't nothing like it. It's like, fuck, I'll do this 1,000,000 times over then.
Yeah.
And it's like, again, spiritualness, where it's just human connection. Learn all the tools, learn all the trades, but when touching or connected with another human spirit or another human soul, just be another human soul. Carl Jung will fuck up your life, man. Like, ever since I started reading that, I'm like, now I'm here doing this on Oscar's bed. Which I wish Oscar was still here, bro. He's cool as hell. But no, this is dope.
I think that it's the connections that really are the most meaningful thing. I mean, when you look back at like how things lead to where they are, it's always like little connections or little moments and stuff. And to me, it's like believing in that and always just like allowing those things to occur, I think, and I think like being a performer, it's just such a unique opportunity to do that. Like you create moments for people. You're creating like, if you do it right, like, you can really, and for that person, you never really know what headspace they're in. Like maybe they just really needed that release, and that's why they're so connecting with you, right? You never know. You don't know where anybody's at. And that's why I always give like my entire self to everything in my mind. It's like, it would be a crime to the arts if I did not. If I were to go and phone in this performance, I would be ashamed of myself, because I want it to, just for my own sake, be the best it could be, but also someone else will see that, and that could mean the world to them, and that's all it has to mean.
Responsibility, bro.
It's the responsibility.
That's pressure, man.
Yeah.
Which I think, again, you perform, you rap, so that's dope, man. Like, do you find like the energy from the crowd that actually feeds you your performance, like actually makes it better because you connect with them, or are you still just, all right, you saw yourself doing this, so it's just kind of par for the course?
Both. I think it's both. Like, I think that it's almost like you got to feel it out in the same way that you would with comedy, I think. Like, you have to, like, understand... You just have to understand what, like, this calls for, I suppose. Like, if a bunch of people already were big and they did crazy stuff, maybe now it's the moment to slow it down and not be so big. But if everybody else was kind of not moving and not doing much, now it's the moment to be big. And then, like, you know, if somebody's really into that in the audience, like, obviously play it to them. But I don't know, like, I think it's probably more about, like, just, I don't know, it's a little bit of both, I guess. Because in my mind, there's little things that'll happen when I'm performing that are the most memorable parts to me. Like, there was somebody who, they were lighting lighters during the song. Like, they were lighting lighters and holding up lighters during the song, the audience was. And there was, like, somebody who was with a lighter who they couldn't get to light in the front because I think there was a fan above them. And so, like, they had their friends and their hands were around it. And so as I'm rapping, I, like, walk over there and then I put my hand over it and then the lighter lights, like, as I'm continuing to rap. In my mind, that's, like, a memorable moment that I think that's, like, the best thing you could possibly do as a performer, shit like that, where it's, like, seeing an opportunity to create, like, a moment there and then creating a little moment and then just casually moving on, like, you know, like it ain't shit. Like, that's the best thing you could do.
Right? Because I feel like there's not much time between that one and, like, especially as a comedian, with that feedback being instant, and, all right, cool, you get that pop. You're right. There's that sudden expectation of, all right, what's next?
Exactly.
So, I mean, you don't get to rest on your laurels, right? It's like, oh shit, I'm uncomfortable. Even right now, I was getting sweaty as fuck. I'm like, fuck, it's happening. I might take a break.
I'm sweating now. I'm sweating.
Like, fuck. Yeah, everybody get hot. Especially talking about Marcus Aurelius. Like, fuck, we gonna get lit now.
Stoicism gets me fucking turned up.
Oh god,
dude.
my nipples are hard right now. No, yeah, man, it's cool because, again, I think for me that's been the challenge, which is you don't get to, like, chill. All right, that was a great performance. So, like, was at the Apollo? Was that Laugh Factory? Was that, who cares? Even if you go off there, you gotta do it again.
I think that's a lesson of life. I mean, it's the quote you mentioned, right? Like, the struggle is what was the quote? The Marcus Aurelius quote?
Oh shit! The obstacle becomes the way.
The obstacle becomes the way. Exactly, because it's like that I want to make the best thing. That I want to be the best I can be. That I want to be the best performer. Like, so what? Once you've done it, so what? Like, it's always that. It's always just over, and now you have to do it again, and now you have to do it again, and now you have to do it again.
I think it's the humility and even ultimately the respect for those that came before us, right? For myself, I'm glad I even just get to do it because, bro, I never imagined this shit. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up watching the Richard Pryors, the George Lopez before he got crazy on us. You know, like, even now seeing Ralphie and seeing people do it big, and it's like, holy shit, you can do that, but you better be fucking good at it. And even if you're good at it, there's greats at it. So why do I get to celebrate doing, you know, what I'm doing now, which is lit? You know, you go from 5 minutes to 10 minutes. Right now I'm working on my 15. You know, I feel like I could get to that next level. But even once you get there, it's like, you don't get to chill. It's now the real work begins, which is do something different. You made it here. What makes you different? And I think just being authentic to yourself, and I think that's the fun part. Finding your voice and identity through the whole fucking journey of it, bro. But we do it on stage.
Right.
You know, we get older in front of people's eyes, but really our material develops. That's just us expressing what we felt at that moment. It's real interesting to kind of see how it all just kind of ties in together. Cause I don't know how this shit turns out. I'd be like OG vape juice, like, you know, for 20 years from now, I'm just like, man, that was the worst thing that ever happened to comedy. Like, who the fuck knows? But I think it's just, bro, I wouldn't change this for the world. You know what I mean? Like, this is, even sitting here has been an opportunity, bro, like, that never in a million years probably would we have been here smoking weed, chilling out, and that's awesome. That's
what I love about doing what I do, right? Is I think that I just follow that thread all the time. And I love doing a podcast, particularly because it's the same thing as, like you said, like reading new books and introducing yourself to new things. You're putting new people in front of you and you're just meeting, and that naturally is going to lead to different things in life. It just will, just naturally, no matter what it will, because different people are going to present different. No matter how many people you've met in your entire life, you could meet one person that's just going to change everything just tomorrow. And that's just how the world works. And
butterfly effect, bro.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Like, how many times these dimensions just shift? And I think the more we all start realizing we could be that catalyst, you know, that spark that really changes the outcomes of even other people's lives.
Yeah.
I think that's the moment our life starts to change. But you gotta believe in it. You know what I mean? If you don't
You have to really believe in
it,
it.
shit, bro.
Like really believe.
I mean, like you're like, fuck this, I'm giving up. Like nobody listens to my raps. This is stupid. And like you fucking, have you ever felt that way? I'm like, maybe you think I'm like, this shit's fire. Always.
I think that any artist gets to that point. I think every artist gets to the point where it's like, it's just you. It's the constant question of like, am I crazy? Like, is this good? Or am I just
yet to be
should
seen.
I give up or should I just keep chasing pavements?
Let's go, fuck yeah. And then you end up just being the best fucking singer, writer. Like, Adele, that shit. When I saw that, bro, I swear I was walking and MTV was on in the background. And I heard that come on, that beautiful sound, and I stopped in my tracks, like little 12-year-old, whatever. How I just stopped. Who is that beautiful singer, bro? Adele. All these years later, look at that. Classic after classic. Just
what's that other one?
Crooner of our time, bro.
It's crazy.
Changed my life after that. Hometown Hero.
Never mind, I'll find someone like you.
Ooh, harmonized.
But then there's that part where she goes like a higher pitch. I remember you said sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead.
All the feels.
Yeah.
You ever heard Hometown Hero?
No, that's her.
That's, bro, check that out.
It's probably the same time, right? Like
yeah, I think it was like Chasing Pavements time. Like, I first heard it remixed over a Big Crit song. You familiar with Big Crit?
Yeah.
This shit was hard. Fuck yeah, it was Hometown Glory, if I'm not mistaken. And it's, bro, the fucking In My Hometown, bro, you gotta listen to that bass track. I would play that on my little car with my fucking sound system back in the day. Changed my shit. Gonna find out sampled Adele. Boy, once I heard Adele singing, I'm like, repeat, became my ADHD fixation, bro. Like, and now it's still even, that song rings in my head, that Hometown Hero. Yeah. I saw a fucking video with Derrick Rose on it. I'm like, that's it. I'm changed forever. It's like, it's our turn now, bro. Like, I don't know, at least as a Chicagoan, I take this comedy shit seriously, bro. I'm not here to fuck around. Like, we got Bernie Mac again. Like, he died. He inspired us, and I feel like if you're going to pay respect to this shit, you gotta, I don't know, be willing to do all the shit, do podcasts, I guess. Like, this is weird for me.
Well,
still,
and I think like what you said about doing, like, it's just an endless thing. Like, you're never, I think when you read a biography, when you look at the best comics, like if the people you look up to, it's always this big ass grind, and then they're never done. Like, they're who you love, they're this big comic, but it's not like they stop doing comedy. It's just never ending.
Literally,
and I think like
die, it feels like
how I think about it too is like, if you're the type of guy who you don't like going to open mics already, you're in the frame of mind of like, I hate having to perform all the time.
Yeah.
Well, it sucks to be you because you want to perform all the time. Like, your ultimate goal is to perform more.
I'm not a fan of doing open mics, bro. Again, I thought I was gonna walk in and be the funniest motherfucker alive. Then you walk in like, oh my god, this is really hard.
Yeah, it's like military training.
Oh, bro, it's intense though. If you want to do this, I'm not gonna say don't, but be ready. Like, it's grind after late nights. Worth it, right?
But it's worth it. Yeah, because again, it's like, incredible. And you have to accept that that's what it is, because when you start to get booked and you get all the success you want to get, now you're just busy in a different way, and now it's just the same thing but different, and that's what it's always going to be. And it's like, I think people just trick themselves into thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna have one special, I'm gonna be fucking big, and it's over. I'm just gonna make all this money, I'm gonna go perform in Saudi Arabia, they're gonna pay me $300,000, I'm gonna be done. That's not how it works. It's not how it goes.
Still gonna be in a grungy ass room trying new jokes. Hey, do you think this is funny? Like,
exactly.
You have to, bro. I think that's the beauty when we do that. It is never ending.
Well, what I like about comedy too is that I think that's actually embraced more so than other art forms. That whole idea of like perfecting something, and it's never done, it's never finished. Like, because a comedian really believes that until they've put that joke in concrete on film and put it out to the world and they're done with it, they will try to get that joke better and better and better and better and better until they have a solid 5, a solid 10, a solid 15. It's like, that's the whole point. Whereas music, I could just have like a good 5 songs. People like those songs. That could like be the rest of my life. That's just how music works.
Damn, now you're singing Living on a Prayer on repeat. You know, Bon Jovi snapped for more than 5.
I think it drove Kurt Cobain actually crazy. I don't think he could have performed Smells Like Teen Spirit one more time. I think he was done.
Right? I think we saw the to the limit, which this is enough.
I mean, like all those songs. I think the other one, the one they always play at baseball games, that guy notoriously hates that song.
Thunderstruck?
No,
That's a good one.
it's like right before they start the game. It's like a big baseball song. Maybe you don't know.
I mean, I love baseball, but there's a lot. They're playing Bad Bunny now, which is lit. They're getting with the times.
No, don't even get me started on the Super Bowl.
That's right. No, I'm a big Bad Bunny guy, even though if TP USA hits me up for the halftime show, how much you pay? All right.
How much are they paying?
They probably
I bet Lil Wayne is turning over in his. Well, I was gonna say turning in his grave. He's still alive.
They got Snoop Dogg this year.
Really?
No, I don't fucking.
Imagine that though.
I
Imagine
think
they
he
just
would
changed
do
it.
it.
But like Lil Wayne, the whole thing last year was you see the whole Lil Wayne Kendrick Lamar drama.
Oh no!
Oh, it was in Lil Wayne's hometown.
They want Lil Wayne to do it, and it's like
well, they never asked him. That's why Lil Wayne was upset. I don't think they ever. And it was like his only opportunity in his mind to ever do the Super Bowl because he's going to be too old if it ever happens again. So he's thinking like, oh, you guys. But in my mind, it's like, how are you going to pick 2024 Lil Wayne over 2024 Kendrick Lamar? You just can't. It's like it's the only thing that makes sense.
Could have did a cameo, you know what I mean? It just came in from the ceiling.
Like, Lil Wayne show up, but Lil Wayne was talking shit on the internet before the show. That's what the drama was. Lil Wayne like posted a video. Lil Wayne is sitting in front of a camera like, "I'm sorry, y'all.
Damn,
it should have been me, but I guess it ain't." It was like something like that.
Damn, that's sad. Like, oh shit.
Sad.
I'd be like, damn, I don't know if I wanted you to do the halftime show, but I mean, it was good.
People were talking shit because like there's all these people on Twitter. Lil Wayne doesn't even memorize his lyrics. He lip syncs at his shows, which I guess he does. I did learn.
I don't think he ever wrote them down.
That's why.
It's like us trying to go doing no fucking type 5. Like I don't need to write this down. No, man, you gotta practice it. I think he's.
You're telling that guy to do like 30 open mic freestyles in a row. Dude, that's what you're telling him to do.
Fucking 2009, Lil Wayne could do it. Like that was the fucking beauty of it. But it's like, all right, man, you're slowing down. You know,
it's hard to re-rap a freestyle for anybody. For the record, like to freestyle and then re-rap what you freestyled is
the energy's not gonna be the same.
Yeah, it's just never gonna be the same. You just had
to be there.
I think that's actually what made all of those songs so loose, like all of Lil Wayne's, because it was just that he was going in bar for bar for bar rather than having this big schemed out thing.
If he ends up doing the Turning Point one, but I think that's like the worst villain arc ever, though. It's gonna be like him, Kenny Chesney, and fucking who else? They got Kid Rock coming up.
That would be crazy, Lil Wayne, Kid Rock.
Okay. Fighter jets fly above. Like fucking, there's people wearing Charlie Kirk on their spray painted T-shirts. Like, oh shit.
I think Lil Wayne would do that because do you remember like 2017, 2018 with this whole Black Lives Matter interview where he was like saying, I can't even remember what he said. I don't think what he said was that bad, but he was like saying, I think he was just saying, don't get me involved with all this shit. Like, fuck off with all this. Like, I think he was just trying to say fuck you for trying to do that.
Was he trying like a Michael Jordan Republicans buy sneakers too moment?
Yeah, it comes like he really like he's saying like fuck that movement, fuck all that, fuck you for asking me. I think that's what he said, but I don't want to get if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I can't remember. The whole sentiment was like he wasn't with it, and I just think it's so funny because like his fan base is so obviously like not down with that. So that all the comments are like, what the fuck, Lil Wayne? And like, I could totally see him going all the way, like, because that would be the beginning. And this would be the natural conclusion.
The canon event was I didn't get booked in New Orleans. Sorry, y'all. Like, now he's doing fucking Turning Point shit. That's crazy. I mean, can I do a type 5 though? Like, fuck.
Ben Shapiro and then Lil Wayne is crazy.
Oh, imagine the lineup, bro. Grinder's gonna crash for sure. It's over. Fuck.
And this is what I was saying earlier. I just think you just have to look at it all as entertainment because that is super entertaining. When Hulk Hogan was at the RNC just ripping his shirt, I'm like, this is it. This is the future we asked for. This is like when I was a kid and I thought about the future. This is it. The future is now.
I mean, I'm a Dwayne Johnson guy when he was The Rock. So seeing him in every action movie, I was like, I don't know if this is the future. I was like, he could have just died, like back doing, not died for real, but like The Rock. He's a good actor, right? He just came out the new movie. Like,
and I think that's the whole idea of the movie is he's good at acting in the movie. He's not just doing the Rock thing. Yeah,
I feel like he peaked on Gridiron Gang. Like that was my bro. That's
way
fire.
Back now too.
Oh, man,
it must be 2005 or something.
That's a good one.
But yeah, that is
So,
probably his
That's
peak.
probably his best work since then.
I think he peaked in
check him
Tooth
out.
Fairy. Actually, I think Tooth Fairy was the
That's a
peak.
good one. It's a good one.
I actually did like Tooth Fairy a lot.
Did you?
But I was biased because I was 10. So maybe if I watched it now, it wouldn't be quite the
It's
same.
like, man, no, I still want my fucking $5, man. Fuck it.
I think that was also before I had actually seen The Rock as The Rock. Like, it's so strange that, like, if you're born like 90, probably 2000 onward or like around there, you just knew Dwayne Johnson, the actor, and you never saw The Rock being The Rock because that was my thing. I didn't remember that.
For real?
So I retroactively saw all of that and was like, whoa, The Rock was actually the coolest guy ever.
Dude, he was wrong.
Because he was so cool. Oh my God, dude. He's like one of the cool, like he's one of the, if you're talking like
That shit's
professional
crazy.
wrestling, one of the best promo cutters ever. Like he's just so good at talking. And that's such an art. Like to make, because it's the
Very
same.
Barack Obama like, but
Yeah.
like from wrestling. Actually, I can see that.
It's the exact same. That's a great comparison. It's like the public speaking ability it would take to pull. Because also The Rock, what he was so good at, what he's always been good at, is like as a face, as a heel, as a good guy, as a bad guy, he is always just so on point, and he's so good at directing a crowd. I mean, that's really the art of what you're doing. I would actually, I said earlier, comedy is the most intimate art form. Maybe professional wrestling is tied because it's so encouraged to work with like the audience and like again with like someone like The Rock. He's so playing off of people, like the whole if you smell
Damn, yeah.
what The Rock, you get that there's that pause. You gotta have that pause.
That's the pause, bro.
Yeah, that pause is so important. Or like, I think one thing that's always been his thing is he'll always say like the name of the town. He'll always have a certain way to set up the name of the town. It's like little things like that where you play off the audience. It's the mark of the tools of the trade, dude. Like he's the best.
shit.
He's one of the best.
That makes sense, actually. I was a big Rock guy. Him and the Hardy Brothers.
The Hardy Brothers.
Yeah.
Oh, see, they're great, but in a completely different way, though.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
great
no,
in like more of a
exactly.
physical way.
That was my creative side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The logic side loves the Rock.
Whatever
It
the fuck
makes
that
sense.
dance
The
is.
fucking the Swanton bomb shit. I'm not about to throw gang signs, but like that shit was lit, bro.
They kind of were throwing up gang signs
Bro,
right there.
I'm telling you, I would do it.
Cross
My
their
mom was like,
face.
"Don't do that." Like, I'm like, "It's just the Hardy Brothers, mom." We got my little T-shirt on. I was hyped. I loved it, bro. I was like, Lita, that was my girl too.
Yeah.
She joined. I was like, bro,
Edge.
good times.
Edge was great back then.
I never liked him with the long coat. He gave me creepy vibes.
Well, was that when he
It
was
was
a
him and
vampire?
Jericho, right? I think it was like they were homies.
Yeah, Jericho and Edge.
Jericho's move came in clutch though. Like that was my fucking go-to, bro.
The Walls of
finisher.
Jericho?
Yeah, like I just hold my cousins like fuck. Like, fuck, are we doing the crowbar and shit? Like
That's one of those wrestling moves that's easy enough for any child to do. Yeah,
That was
the
a
Walls
good
of
one.
Jericho. Because for those that don't know, you literally just have someone in between your legs and you're pulling on their legs as
shit
they're face
hurts,
down.
boy.
Yeah,
fuck it. Let's not bring that shit back. Let's not bring the stink face back.
it'd be cool to use in an actual fight, like to actually pull off the
Bro,
Walls of Jericho.
imagine like just see that shit on TikTok. Just a random street fight in New Orleans. Some dude's getting fucking Walls of Jericho. That'd be
Also
nuts.
an RKO. If you could do an RKO in a real fight and
RKO.
somehow
Which
not,
one's that one?
That's like Randy Orton, the RKO, where
Oh,
you
shit.
you the
What
whole
was
like,
it
there's
like?
the whole RKO out of nowhere thing, yeah, where it's like if you were
Oh, the
Yeah.
All right, that was lit. All right.
because if you could pull that off in a real fight, like they're about to punch you and you. Or Stone Cold Stunner is pretty close to an
Stone Cold
RKO.
Stunner,
Stone Cold
yeah.
Stunner is just the RKO, but you don't land on your back. You land on your ass.
Yeah, that shit looks painful. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a fan. It's bad, like a tailbone.
But that one you could actually probably hurt somebody if you yank them down into your shoulder. Like if you actually applied force, maybe you could actually use it in a fight.
Are people still doing the Chris Benoit? Like,
What was his finisher?
the fucking way you jump off the fucking top rope face first into people?
Frog splash.
Frog splash. Oh, was it the frog splash?
I think it's frog splash is when you jump off the top rope or the top
I think he
turnbuckle.
just will go with his head, right? Like, It explained all the shit later. Like, he was fucked. Like the steroids and all the concussions, bro. That one was bad.
That one is so bad. That one's so bad that I think just now they might be starting to acknowledge like little Chris Benoit things. Like maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe they still haven't said anything. The whole Chris Benoit thing. I mean, that's probably the beginning of steroid usage and like head trauma and all that. The steroid usage would be WWE because that was the WWF in like the 90s when they had all that stuff going on. I don't know if concussions was Chris Benoit or if it was if NFL beat them to the punch on that one because they
like
both had concussions.
I feel like it might have been Jose Canseco when he played on the A's, bro. I think that's where it first started.
Concussions though?
That boy check out, bro. He would just run into shit.
Yeah,
he turned out not all right.
How long ago was that?
Jose, that was a minute, bro. I was a shorty, and he was. I just saw the highlights and shit. So.
It's so that's another thing. It's so crazy to
like
think before we just thought it was fine. Before we thought like if you hit your head over and over, you'll probably be fine. And then eventually we're like, damn, wait a minute, you are talking slower.
Oh shit! I'm telling you, we didn't use helmets much. You use a helmet? Were you a helmet kid?
I need to buy a helmet because I believe in helmets, but when I ride my electric skateboard and I go 28 miles an hour, I often do not wear a helmet. So I know better, and I will say on record I know better, but I often do not wear a helmet.
Damn, we gonna be on record like, damn, we called our shot. But I be on Lime scooters, bro, just fucking flying. I don't know how fast they go, but I'm like, I don't need no helmet. We probably need a helmet, right? Like
just in case.
Just in case, right? You eat some curve. Wear a helmet. Wear some knee pads.
That's the point.
Knee pads. Fuck.
Someone, Andy Anderson, he's a really popular skateboarder, dude. Look up his clips. He's fucking crazy good. Like he does things that seem impossible with the skateboard, like stuff out of video games. And he is known for wearing a helmet, and which is not popular in the skating community. Like people will bully him for wearing a helmet. Like people that are his friends will be nice to him about it in person, and then at night they'll piss in his helmet and shit like that. Like that's stuff that'll happen because that's how against it they are.
This shit's lame, bro.
And that's the thing is like he'll go on record on like clips or interviews, whatever, just in public saying, you know, he said once, this is what stuck with me, is he said that your brain is you. Like, that's why he wears a helmet, because it's you. Like, all this other stuff's an extension of you, but your brain is you.
Fuck, yeah.
And he's right. And hearing him say that, it made me think, damn, this motherfucker is going to make me wear a helmet. That guy's going to convince me. Because that's why. Like, imagine you hit your head and you lose yourself a little bit. That's what scares me.
Can't get that back. There's not much left, bro. It's to tap it out. All right, you're gonna see us at helmets next summer for sure.
That's why I could never be a UFC fighter. I imagine how much I would change over the course of a couple years if I just started taking a bunch of hits to the face.
Nah,
probably a decent amount.
One of the homies, Kevin Mendoza, like I know a dude that does MMA, bro. I give him mad props because like to take actual fucking punches to the face from these dudes, like, that's insane.
It's a sacrifice.
Shout out to Kevin, because
and I respect
warrior,
it.
Man.
For the record, I respect it immensely. That's why I could never do it, because I look at that like, whoa, like what the fuck? You must have like tiger blood, like fucking Charlie Sheen. I don't understand what you're doing, but I could never ever voluntarily sacrifice my face to such a thing. I just couldn't do it. It even sounds somewhat interesting, this whole idea like of like an actual physical fight that's got a coach, that's got a ref, it's got all these things. That sounds fun, but then I think of the reality of it, and it's like, you know how many clips you'll see of somebody just whipping their foot up and hitting the back of your head in a way that's gonna change you forever. When they just fucking elbow you in the fucking gut like this, flying knees. Oh, flying knees. Crazy. Flying knees are the worst.
Masvidal, I seen that shit.
Like,
that
right
shit's crazy.
Flying knee right there. Oh, it's over.
Nah, bro, my brain could never. Again, it's the reason why we do what we do, man. We take the whooping on the surface level. It's a psychological ass whooping we take, but our brain is fine.
Yeah, we'll just bomb. We'll just do bad. We'll just bomb. We'll just have our friends awkwardly stare at us. That's
we'll therapize it with drugs that night. It's gonna be fine. Kumbaya. Tomorrow's another day. Fuck it.
You know what? Shout out to my professional fighters though, because like I've thought about having professional fighters on the show, but I just think like, what would I ask them? Like, what do I ask these guys? Because I feel like me being like an artsy fartsy musician, I think so differently. Like I don't even want to fight anybody.
Tap into that, bro. Just like whatever comes to mind. Be curious. Bro.
Yeah, maybe they would like that. Maybe they're so used to being asked about choking people that like for once somebody's not gonna ask them about that. Maybe that would be good.
Like, what kind of music do you like?
Right.
Why is Celine Dion so great? You know.
There's somebody I'm gonna have on here real soon. His name's Nate, and he just put together a professional wrestling promotion. And he told me like their next one is in February. It's called Bloodstone Wrestling, and he was telling me that he'll have me like go back there and interview all of them. He'll give me a backstage pass. I'll go back and interview all the wrestlers. I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. I'll do it like a little, like I'll just go up to them. I'll ask them a couple questions. And he said, ask them anything but wrestling, because they've been asked about wrestling so much that they want to talk about everything but that. And I thought like, oh, okay, because it is that. They fucking dope. The amount of times someone asks you like, oh, what's the hardest move you've ever had to learn? Like, what's the hardest move? Like, what's the craziest moment you've had in a wrestling ring? Like, I really feel like you get something so much more interesting if you just follow like a natural thread. Like maybe ask them something basic, like what got you into this, or like what do you like the most about, even that question like that, what do you like about wrestling? What keeps you interested in wrestling? I think that's a way better question than anything surface level, because then you're going to get somebody, they're going to say like, oh, I love maybe they'll say they like connecting with people. Maybe they'll say they'll stay in character and say something crazy. But like, yeah, I think like interviewing itself, it's like getting what they're interested in and not getting what they are expecting. You just gotta
hit them with the what's your favorite podcast and why is it Ruse Radio?
Why is it Ruse Radio?
Like,
Nardwar is fucking the greatest interviewer of all time. So, as also another great interviewer is the guy who does Hot Ones, and I think both of them Sean Evans. He's so good because like what they're good at is
ask good questions.
They ask good questions. They tap into the psyche of the person they're interviewing. Like they really do it just for them and personalize it. And they also like one thing I've seen Sean Evans say once, that he'll watch people's interviews and he'll look for a moment where they wanted to talk about something, but then like the conversation got sidetracked, and that's the type of thing he'll talk about. He'll ask them.
Snap.
And I was like, yeah, like that, because again, like there's stuff that you want to say that you'll want to talk about, but it might not be obvious. It might just be some random thing where your eyes lit up, and then it's like catching that kind of stuff. And
that's dope. I feel like that happened probably like 20 to 30 times in this conversation.
That's the only way to do it, in my opinion. That's how you get a good interview. Because if you just came in here and I just said to you like, what do you like about comedy? How long have you been doing comedy? Like comedy. It'd be a very linear conversation. Yeah, and I just feel like people are so much. It's like what you say about that difference between what you are and whatever is the real thing is. Like, you are a comedian, but there's also so much more to you than that. And it's like everybody, I think that's something that's being in a city. It's harder to see that sometimes, that everyone really is. So there's so much depth because there's so many people, but when there's less people, you see it a little easier. It's, cities will fuck you up a little bit. I feel like, there's just so many, but it's almost nice in a way, because then it makes your problems seem to wash away a little bit. Maybe my problems aren't so big if there's fucking all these people.
The contrasts, right, that were offered. Like you be in nature, just doing nothing but walking with nature, and then amongst hella people with different universes in our own lives. And I think that's the crazy part, right? Where we're surrounded by all this, and yet we have our own fucking thing to do. Everybody's got their own thing to do.
And everybody's got their own thing, that's what's so interesting to me too, is like, that's why I ask questions like that. Like, why would you want to be a wrestler? Why would you, what do you like about comedy? Like, those questions are so much more interesting because it's like, you have a different reason, and you found that for some reason. Like a lot of comedians, they don't become comedians when they're 12. They like become comedians when they're like 25. And that's a weird story. Almost always. It's like, well, I was doing this and I was a teacher, and then all of a sudden I just wanted to do this. And like the idea of committing yourself to something in such a way, I feel like anybody who goes all the way, like if you become a tattoo artist, if you become a poet, if you become anything, it's like, damn, like you must really give a fuck to go all the way. And that is infinitely interesting to me, right? Is like what makes someone want to care about. Like I could never give a fuck about poker, but there's some guy who loves poker who could tell you, like cars. I cannot tell you a car model to save my life, but there is some guy who could tell you every car model ever, and he builds model cars, and he loves cars, and I think that's awesome because
bro. Our brains are wired so different, right?
And everything is so. Like, there's so much more. There's so much like like granular stuff. Like the closer you look, you can always look closer. Like everybody's wired differently, and like you can always go down that rabbit hole, and there's somebody who's went down that rabbit hole way farther than you, right?
Shit, I think my boy Freud even said that wherever he went with his discoveries, he found an artist had already been there.
Wow, did he say that?
Yeah, at least that's what the meme said. Fuck it. I think it's attributed to Freud.
That's what the thing I saw when I was scrolling.
I hit like, and I'm like, that's just it's probably just some fucking teenage dude going through it. No, it's true.
Well, everything
though.
Is a remix. Have you heard that before?
Nah.
And that's the same idea, I think. Yeah. It's like anything you ever think of has been thought of. You're just taking two things and connecting them in some way. And I think that's definitely true.
then creation by association is called. You say two things that didn't go together and you just fucking mash them up, and it's you. Well, you had influences and that was original, but is anything original? Like,
right.
It's the fucking game of symbols. Like back to all that. We pass along everything we know through symbols, either verbal symbols or fucking paintings, art, music, movies. Bro, that shit's crazy. And that's why we get to do this shit now, bro. Like forever, until we die. I think, right? Like, I don't fucking know what happens.
Maybe we'll
bro.
keep
like,
doing it.
I mean, I'm hoping so. You know, like I wake up each day and I'm like, fuck. Like, all right, cool. I guess I'll do the thing, and until like it just stops being a thing. Because I think that's the wildest shit, right? If we really get, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We won't know it. It's just gonna be like, oh, what's that cloud? Done, bro. Like.
Well, and then, you know, you've heard quotes
crazy.
like that where it's like, you know, death is not something to be afraid of because it never met it. You know, I've never seen death before. Like, it's something that you fear, but it never exists until it exists, and then it's there.
And
so
you got fucking physics saying, hey, matter's still here. Like, you can't destroy it, right?
Yeah.
And that just becomes that transfer of it. That's right. It's not here, but it's still here. And then we have spiritual moments where it all ties into it. Like, somebody's gonna see this and be like, these motherfuckers are crazy. My kind of crazy. And they're gonna probably smoke a little weed and then I don't know, hopefully tap into what they're inspired by and start creating.
And that's the ultimate
it's all about creating.
thing, right? Yeah, it's just creating and that cycle. And, you know, like, that's all I could ever hope for, right? And I think one person is enough, really. I mean, because what would be the point otherwise of just walking in circles and waking up every day and fucking living a life if it were not to make some sort of difference in my mind?
I eat good tacos just in case, you know, like
Good
if it's all for
tacos.
nothing, like I'm gonna eat something good, I'm gonna hang with cool people.
But wouldn't it be better if you ate those good tacos and then you found somebody who meant something to you and you said, hey, you need to try these tacos, and then they ate those tacos and they said those tacos were good too? I think that will be a more meaningful experience than eating the tacos by yourself.
That's why I take all my homies to the good taco spot. So again, Ruse, you're on the list, bro. Like, you heard it here first.
Ooh, when I get my tour of the South Side, I want to hit all the good taco spots.
We got
Okay.
some decent ones. Patotonilco for sure is on there, bro. Just not Patotonilco.
All right, you got some more for me? You got a couple you could drop? A couple you could name drop? You got a couple more? Because I could throw a list down and I
Right.
take some notes.
There's different fucking lists. Like I do read them whenever they publish it. It's always like Reader or somebody talking about something up here, which I'm sure they're good. I still like Comales and Pilsen. That one's fire. Los Comales.
Okay.
As I mentioned, at Totonilco, they got different locations. Shit, any fucking food stop that you see. If you see people cooking outside, Al Pastor on the Trompo.
Yep,
that's
that's legit. It's always legit.
Yeah,
Yep.
Saca Tacos used to be better, but I've fallen off a little bit. But I don't know, bro. Lately, it's been like the food trucks that I'm just trying that. It's like, we're in a good place. So stop deporting our immigrants, bro. Because we're going to run out of good food soon.
Like, seriously, if you want to keep the tourism high in Chicago, you cannot deport people. You just can't.
Bro.
There's a reason the food is so diversified.
I mean, it's the reason why America's been great, right? Like, all our fucking immigrants. Like, we come here and make fusion. They got Korean, Mexican fusion, bro.
Yeah.
You got all sorts of jerk chicken tacos. You got Indian and Mexican food. Like, stop deporting people, bro.
Well,
it's crazy.
It's just kind of like, it doesn't make any sense. Because I remember in like 2010, I saw something where I think, like, and I don't know how you would figure this out, so it's probably not entirely accurate, but they said like 30% of fast food workers were illegal. And I don't know how you would document that, obviously. But I think, like, having worked in the food industry,
You're like, it's way more than 35%.
yeah, it's way more than that. Are you crazy? But, like, no, just the amount of people you'll see in the back, like, that are either employed due to, like, 'cause you'll see, like, mentally disabled people or people like that where they're employed out of, like, an opportunity thing. Or you'll see people who are working for probably less pay they could work for somewhere else, because the entire restaurant industry is as predatory as every other industry.
Capitalism,
So
bro. Now we're barking up the capitalism tree.
Yeah.
Which is, again, this industry is literally pit up to fucking take advantage of that, right? Like,
Right.
anywhere you can make the most money for yourself, that's literally the ideology. And it's, yeah, bro, it's just, what is it, human fucking, it's slavery, right? To some degree, even though
To
you're
some
still,
degree.
to some degree.
But that there's laws
not by
because it was
definition,
such
but
a
it's
bad
still-
thing. I think particularly here in Chicago, I want to say around like the 1800s, something like that. That's when this became, because there was so much of that going on with the immigrants, because there was all this immigration happening, that they had to make laws where these companies couldn't take advantage of them that much.
They're probably being taken away by the Supreme Court, right?
Exactly.
That's where the systemic shit comes into play, which is, all right, I'm gonna pay you this much, but just enough to keep you at the poverty level, to keep you hooked on food stamps, which we're now cutting.
Right.
What the fuck?
Right.
Like, it's a rigged game that, yeah, bro, I think arts is the only way to escape it. If you're stuck in that matrix, you're gonna stuck in that rat race, which, dude, the cheese is running out. You know what I mean? They're literally pulling the cheese out. There's enough for everybody, not to sound like a fucking Marxist or communist, because I don't know no difference between what's what. All I know is humans deserve to eat, right? We deserve healthcare. And we live in a world where our homies are about to be starving out here, all because rich people want to fucking hoard resources. That shit don't sit right with me, bro.
Right.
And I think even as a comedian, it's like, what can I do about it? I don't know. Hopefully bring awareness through jokes, I guess. Because if you preach to people, this is the part where like, fuck, he's doing it again. Clicks off. And
I just think it's like, so
it's crazy.
It's like it's hard because I think we have a system that worked, but it's so far out of balance and there aren't proper checks and balances. And why would there be? Like, if you were somebody who had a lot of money, wouldn't you want to keep a lot of money? And so that is the main issue, is money is the root of all evil. And you have this perpetual money machine that doesn't work long term, and it doesn't account for the fact that, like, the top 1% is like this in 2000, and this is the other percent. And then in the year like 2010, it's like this. And then the year like 2000 now, it's like this. So if you didn't see the visual representation, there was like the top percent. Like I said, it doesn't make any sense because the top percent would always be the top percent. Okay, so the top percent is the top percent, but in the bar that I'm displaying with my hands, that's the amount of money. That was how you would think about it. So all the money is in the top 1%. I completely fucked that up, dude. The more I think about it, I just totally fucked up that visual. But what I meant to say was that they have so much shit. It's basically like if they just kept scooping the shit over this whole time to the point where there's like no shit on the other side.
That's
like,
what we're getting to be honest with you. That's quite literally the level that it's like an infinite system running on finite resources. Like,
and eventually it will hit the fan.
It has to run out.
Yeah.
And I think we're reaching that critical point right now.
That's what's so nuts about it, is like just it's so inevitable. Like the way inflation works, like it's just inevitable. If you keep
Inflation's
doing
inevitable,
that.
but if you were to match salary and all that commensurate to keep up with it,
Right.
it'd be kind of a decent system. But we're run by people that are just greedy as fuck, right?
I'm
so that's when it
hoping
gets crazy.
I really hope that AI somehow pushes them to do a universal basic income thing, just because I think the government fucks everything up they ever do. I do think that, and I think they'll find a way to fuck it up. But I do think that it would at least stimulate the entire economy, as it already did in 2020, if you just gave everybody money every month. I know that, like,
That's
you don't have to give them a lot.
socialism to them. That's communism. That's
And it is. And I agree that it is, but I think that it's a necessary evil, especially if we have AI. Because if AI exists, that's when you have all these people who normally wouldn't agree with that. They're going to go, well,
it's going to
fuck.
outsource so many jobs that people are there's going to be more people than jobs, right?
Exactly. And so how's anybody going to make money? And that's where you'd have a universal basic.
The government's the one setting the price to which their stipend. They're never going to stipend you out of your class, which is you're a worker class. You are now lower class. Bro, this classism bullshit. That's where we're fucked.
See, and that's why I caveated it with the government will fuck it up. Because I do believe in that, but I think the government would like make it some weird class thing. They would fuck it up somehow. They would, you get this much money, they get this much money. If families get more money than non-families, they'd probably do that. Wish people would fight about that. You know,
I think more people just gotta come to comedy shows, bro. Like,
yeah,
I think like not to be plugged. That's real. There's so many connections that happen through stories and observations and fucking people expressing their art.
Yeah.
People in the audience. It's quite literally what could solve and fix racism. I'm gonna be that guy. Comedy can fix racism. Because I think if you could break cognitive dissonance enough to realize it's bigger than the race problem, that's been the cheese we've been fucking chasing all along, and it's the capitalism at the root of the evil, the money, right?
Yeah.
I know we've always talked about it. I think comedy's the one thing that can actually break through to people, because believe it or not, I'm a believer that if you laugh at it, it's because you understand it.
Yeah.
And like, you don't laugh if you're confused, right? You said it earlier. You can't fake laughter.
Yeah.
So I think for me, even when I started feeling with my jokes, I still say silly shit all the time. But damn, there's times where I'm like, bro, like the pressure to write something real is there because they're gonna understand you now. At the very least, if you make them laugh, you can't fake that shit. You got it now. We can break through to people through our medium. So I think.
When I think like what's interesting about that is that somebody in the moment of laughing can be like, oh fuck, he's right, that's why I'm laughing, because like the connection they made them laugh, and they recognize that what you said is right, and whatever you did, like a lot of comedy that is in that vein is like, at least in my opinion, if you're gonna go after a topic, you're gonna go after whatever it is, you're pointing out a hypocrisy, like a general thing that's funny about something. You're not picking a side, you're just pointing out what's funny.
Exactly.
Because
it's
that
observational.
Yeah. And then the audience member, they're laughing, but really it's like a form of enlightenment if it's done right, because it gets them to see it the different way.
That's the scary part with what we do. Sometimes it has an intention that you get that other laugh, that like evil laugh, and you're like, I don't like how you're laughing at that. And it's like,
it's not the laugh I want.
And it happens to a lot of us with the race sensitive topics. Like sometimes you'll get that one creepy old white guy laughing like, oh God, you're like, oh fuck, that just enabled this behavior. Like, man, now I'm scared of you. But at the same time, it's like, at least you're laughing. I brought joy to you.
Yeah.
We connected for a moment. Maybe I made you think not all Mexicans are bad now. Whatever. Like, hey, this is a funny one. Like, fuck it. I did my due diligence. But I think, yeah, bro, it's cool. We do a really fun thing. We bring joy and you talk real shit.
Creating connections, right? Some connections are made in the real world, and some connections are made like privately, like that joke that makes that connection in someone's mind, right?
And I think this one is a positive connection, you know, short of like just berating the heckler, which typically we don't do that unless they deserve it, which I think you can disarm most of them. The reality is, we're making you laugh, and if you laugh, that's a positive interaction. We connected for real. Whether we're talking shit, it's always love after a show.
Yeah,
you could walk away with that. You know what I mean? Like, that's planting, like we said, a seed. It might not change you overnight, but because of this interaction, maybe next time you don't think the same, and it's that butterfly effect.
Yeah,
fuck it. I think if we could do that with our art, you do it through your music and through comedy, bro, we're in the right space for this.
Well, I mean, like when you say that with like comedy and wanting to do that with comedy, like you asked me earlier with music, and it's the same in a way, where I would hope that by making like spiritual, something in the spiritual sense, like songs that I consider spiritual, I would hope that would make someone else think in a broader, more spiritual sense. Like if you make things in that way, you inspire things that are like that, you know? Like I think great filmmakers can do that. Like someone like David Lynch, I think, is very spiritual in the way he makes films. Yeah. But it's what makes his film such an experience rather than like just something you watch. It's like something you have to interpret, you have to make sense of. And I think I want there to be more of that. I want things to be a little more like challenging and to make people move in some type of direction, you know? And I think like it's good to I just think in a world where increasingly more and more people don't seem to know why they want to do things. Like if someone's especially kids nowadays, like younger people, they want followers, but they don't know for what. And I think it becomes more and more valuable to then have an actual like goal, like a site, like what you want to do. And all that stuff matters so much more now because there's so many people who don't have that. It's easy not to have that. It's easy to just look at numbers and not really understand what anything is for and never really think like, what am I... Like, why do I actually want to do this? You know, like it's easy to never question those things. And
it's probably like the same. It's like that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer shit, right? Where like validation, you want to fit in some way, somehow. And I think it's just been about survival. Like I think all of us, you know, before the followers count, it's always been the more popular you are, the more likely you are to choose your mate, choose your friends, choose your class, all that stuff. Yeah. Humans, for whatever reason, I guess the survival instinct to just kind of conform and be in this group out of safety. I think a lot of us don't see the examples of the benefit of breaking through that. If anything, we see people punished for it. You see, hey, don't step out of line. Hey, just follow rules. Hey, why are you doing that? Why are you doing it that way? Again, first they fucking criticize and then later they copy, right? Right. It's one of those that it's conformity. And I think the scary part is realizing the big number of the population is just, I don't know if they're wired that way forever, But I know on my day-to-day interactions, not everybody's willing to meet you there. Some people, I won't say they're limited to it, but their level of understanding is like, oh shit, you're in a different part of your journey right now, bro.
I mean, that is the Matrix. That's the movie. Is like he's telling you, like, hey, I'm gonna tell you this, but you gotta understand everybody else in the Matrix. They don't know they're in the Matrix, and you can't tell them because they won't get it.
You can't shame them for it. You can't find. All you can do is like, hey, want to hear something funny? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the best you can do because it's like,
that's exactly right,
bro. Like, there he goes again on one of his benders. Like, no, man, I got some shit to say. Wake up! And nobody wants to wake the fuck up, bro. And I get it. Sleeping's comfortable. Like, I don't get enough sleep, but if I could, I wish I could. I don't think I'm ever gonna get enough sleep again, bro. But I mean, we'll sleep when we die. I think right now I fell in love with the idea of even connecting this conversation. Never in a million years would I imagine speaking on this, even on camera in public or in your room. Like, this is really nice, bro. You got the nice TV. I got some comfy ass pillows. Like, bro, I've
hypnotized this shit, man.
Bro, I'm in here, bro. I'm like, I'm not leaving. Like, we're roommates now, Ruse. Nah, bro, I can't wait to future conversations about this because, again, like, see, this planted the seed and, hey, fuck, man, I'm going to tell my girl about this. Like, yo, he gets it. Another guy understands this shit.
Yeah.
And you got to live it. And I think it's really cool, the journey of meeting people along the way, but, yeah, not everybody's there, dude. And it's, all right, let me just sing and fucking dance until we all die.
Yeah, and I mean, I think everybody just needs a way to disconnect, truly, and it's just different things for different people. Like for me,
that escapism.
Yeah, and it could be anything. I mean, I would never say that everyone should do any particular thing, but for me, it was mushrooms. When I found mushrooms, it just changed. It allowed me to not be so attached to any particular thing, and understand that, like, I think I always say it's like a stimulated schizophrenia in this way, where or simulated schizophrenia, where it's not, you can almost imagine what it would be like to just think everything all at once. And I think that through that you lose yourself, and then you can see yourself in this different way, and it's hard to unsee yourself in a different way when you saw it. Damn. And I think that you don't need psychedelic drugs to do something like that. It could be as simple as meditating or like guided breathing or fucking going for a walk might be what is that for you. But you'd have to do those things. And I think that's one of the only ways we get to a more spiritual society, more understanding society, is for people to look inward and not look outward so much. But that's something you have to just do. You can't you can't talk talk it. You just have to do it. It's the only way.
That takes me to Rumi now. Nah, you know Rumi by chance? He's ancient philosopher as well, I think.
Oh yes, I think I do know. Yeah, I think
poet,
so.
Bro, his words are beautiful. But he says, he who looks outside dreams. He who looks inside awakens. Either that's Rumi or Buddha is one of them. Y'all, again, I could be fucking all this up, but like JD Vance said, I didn't know. You said there'd be no fact checking. So I'm gonna talk my shit. Nah, but yeah, like that, bro, that's just the realest thing. Or fucking this other dude that talked about the only thing you could do for me is work on yourself. The only thing I could do for you is work on myself. Wow. And I'm pretty sure I said that backwards, but the reality is, yeah, like you can't change anybody until you're willing to change yourself, challenge yourself. Fucking go for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're just criticizing people, and yeah, that shit ain't gonna fly, bro. Like, I think for me, that's what got me into comedy going so hard, which is I love this shit so much. I watch it all the time, and I went to Laugh Factory because I wanted to finally see it in person. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, I think it was open mic night. And I seen people doing it, and at the time, I was like, fuck, man. I think I could do it better than that. But how could I ever know if I'm just sitting here talking shit? Go do better than that. And from that moment, I was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, you can either talk shit and criticize somebody, or you can take the leap of faith and go prove it. And I'm not saying I do it better or worse than anybody else, because once you do this shit, oh my God, like, people do it on different levels. Again, I appreciate everybody's style. Everybody has their own way of doing things. But yeah, you gonna criticize, or you gonna get your ass out there and fucking work
Yeah.
I think that was my only option. Like, I'm not just gonna be a hater, bro. Like that shit's whack as fuck. They're just standing there like, you suck. Like, no, bro, go and fucking
I think it's a story that kind of tells
You
itself
need
too,
that.
because you'll see successful haters, but often like it's just their lives just seem sad, and
It's
like, anytime you
miserable,
talk
bro.
to a hater, it's like, oh, I can understand why you have the problems you have because
Typically,
you're a
the
hater.
parents didn't love them enough. Typically, if you really look at it, it's like, oh shit, it's mommy or daddy issues or both, bro.
Yeah, sometimes the parents love them too much. That can make you a hater too. If you get like too much positive reinforcement, you just all of a sudden think you're the shit and you don't like anything. I think that
see
can
that.
happen. I think
Shit,
haters,
entitled.
I've never been a hater, so I've always sought to understand them. I've always like looked at haters from afar and thought like, why are you like this? I don't even get it. Like cuz I'm a critic. I'm not a hater. Like, I always try to get what I don't like about something. And, like, you know, that whole I could do this better. Like, I think that's a positive way to look at it. Like,
Sure.
what
I
could,
think
how
I'm
could this
over
be
here-
better?
I'm over here reflecting, like, am I a hater? Like, I just had like a whole fucking moment. Wait a minute.
I think it's easy to hate, but I think, like, it's like, how do you, like, okay, there's nothing wrong with disliking something. I don't think that makes you a hater. But I think, like, being a hater is like if you just talk shit about everything is bad. Everything is bad and everything sucks. And this is, and also this doesn't happen because so-and-so's an asshole. And oh my God, did you hear about this guy? What a fucking, but nothing you say is positive.
I think that's people born in
are a
January,
hater.
bro.
Yeah,
Like,
those are the
fucking-
January people, not the Geminis.
sure.
We're good. Geminis are good. We're crazy. We're not haters. Okay.
Hey, there you. That could be the tagline, bro. We're crazy, but we're not haters. You might end up a Nazi, but oh shit. Technically, I guess you are a hater then.
Well, I technically.
Inclusive Nazis.
Let's not get hung up on technicalities.
Right. The young Republicans are totally not fucking. You know, they're inclusive, all right. They just don't like certain people.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, to be a hater or to not be a hater, that is the question. I think, for the most part, I think to be a hater would be to be like, because again, you have to actually have hate in your heart to be a hater. Like, and I just don't think I have that.
typically self-hate, and I don't see that in you.
Self-hate, maybe.
I think that's what haters are, right? They're projecting their hate to the world because of the parts they hate of themselves.
Yeah, right.
think
And they're
we
not
got
doing
it.
that inward thing we were talking about.
Oof.
Again.
I think that's what I'm saying. I got hit with that wave of heat. I'm like, oh shit, like I'm a hater, bro. Like I'm just like I hate everything. Like, am I depressed or am I just a hater? Like, oh,
Oh, I
man.
gotta take another article of clothing.
Bro,
Oh,
hell yeah, fuck yeah, bro. It's happening. I'm like, what wasn't that weed acid? Like I read Go Ask Alice once. I'm like,
he's
I knew
talking
this would
about
happen.
mushrooms all of a sudden. This is weird.
Contact high, bro. Like fuck, that shit's crazy. Imagine getting a contact high from mushrooms. Like
I do. So I think that
That's
happens.
real? The placebo effect?
What I think happens, because I trip alone with my pets. And I swear to God, they act different
What?
every time. And I think part of it is they see me behaving differently, so they're reacting. But like,
But how
I
could you
don't know,
know?
man.
Do they
It's
talk to
weird.
you? Do they talk? They talk.
What my cat'll do is it's not so much my dog, it's really my cat. She'll like she'll itch herself so much more. Like she'll be walking around the room, she'll trip out. Like she'll be like, and then she'll come in the room and she'll go,
Shit.
and I'll be like, Margot, and then she'll keep going, Margot. She'll like, keep going, I'll be like,
Oh shit.
like stop her because
Yeah,
she's
'cause
tripping
she
out.
just- or is she just itchy? Does she always?
She doesn't always do that. No, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe she's fucking with you. She's like, oh, I see that took the shrooms. Let's fuck with her. Like,
Maybe because I tell you, this is a purely experience I'm speaking. I've never looked this up. I've never seen anyone else. It's just testimonial on this.
That's
I
your
just
experience.
know for a fact when I trip, my animals act weird.
What's Oscar do? Does Oscar do something?
Sometimes he'll stare at me like that, but that's just kind of normal. Like he just thinks I'm acting funny. Like the cat, she really trips out.
He looked a little scared. I'm not gonna lie. When I met him, he had some like, I've seen things.
Yeah.
Like look to him.
He's
man.
just got that look in his eyes. I could
just
show you a
stands
picture of him when he was 5 months old.
Bro.
Same look in
He's
his eye.
chill, bro. I like.
He's got
him.
trauma eyes, is what I tell people. He's like he's a dog that you look at him and it almost looks like he's like I'll be sitting alone with him and he'll be staring at me like that. And I'll be like, dude, like I'm not gonna hit you, dude. Like he's like a
He got
dog
the
that's
trauma
afraid
eyes.
he's about to get hurt.
Damn,
That
bro.
look.
I think I got trauma eyes from my dog, bro. Like he
Yeah,
don't-
your dog does the
The
opposite.
opposite, bro. He abuses me, bro. Like I just be trying to walk him. He attacks the leash. I'm like, you're embarrassing me again. I was like,
please
he's
stop.
strong as fuck, bro. So if you
Yeah.
ever see me getting tugged by this dog, that's me.
Yeah.
We're working on it. He'll be, bro, Jekyll and Hyde shit. 97% of the walk, beautiful, awesome, and then just spaz the fuck out. He just attack me. I wish he had those eyes, bro. He looks at me with no fear. Like they're just like, what the fuck are you gonna do about it?
Got Terminator eyes.
I'm just like,
Shark
nothing.
eyes.
Actually, like I'm not gonna hit you. Like that white lady's been staring at me for the past 20 minutes. Like she's gonna call the cops. She's just waiting. I'm not gonna give her.
How
a reason.
bulky is this dog?
He's pretty big, bro. He's like 90 pounds. Like I'll show you a picture after. He's a little like white.
He could kill somebody.
Nah, not kill.
No,
not kill.
not that.
He killed somebody's dog, like a small dog, which I try to keep. He's friendly-ish with dogs. It's
Okay.
Just me, I think that he don't like me personally.
He's got a personal vendetta.
Strangers, I guess, like when he's a good guard dog. People walk behind me, he goes woof woof. I'm like, all right, you're doing your job. But then like he just attacks me.
Well, there's different opposites. There's opposite ends of the spectrum because Oscar is like such a pussy. It's almost unbearable sometimes. Like it's like he would never defend me. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, no, this guy, he walks up to like the crackhead that tries to pet him, and I'm like, bro, don't do that. And he sniffs the guy's finger, and I'm like, you just inhaled so many substances.
Oh, Oscar would do that. Now that he would do, yeah.
It's like, bro, he's expensive. I already told you about the vape pen shit. Like he just likes getting high.
Yeah.
Nah, he's expensive as fuck.
I mean, but it's like a child. At a certain point, you're kind of just raising a kid. Because all those problems that come with it, it's just like training for when a child happens, and it's all the same shit.
Intense, bro. Yeah, I don't got no kids yet, but if it's like that, holy shit.
It is like that. I know it's. I don't have kids either, but I know it's like that.
For real.
I just know.
You're like, as a former kid, yeah.
As a former kid, as an observer of kids, as someone who's seen kids in my lifetime, I'll tell you, that's how kids are. Yeah, because it's always like. If you've ever had a problem dog, then you really know. Because it's like you have a dog and it has problems you never, ever could have guessed. It's just, oh my God. Like I had a dog who I was so excited. She was so sweet. Her name was Opal, and she was so cute, the cutest little dog. But she would pee blood. She would pee blood. And so I took her to the vet, and I'm like, hey, she's peeing blood. And they told me that the x-ray was going to cost like $1,000. And then once they do the x-ray, and if they're right, then the surgery is going to cost about $5,000. I think maybe it was like $8,000.
How much is the one-time injection? Like,
yeah, exactly. Because it's like, well, okay, how much am I willing to sacrifice for this dog? This is money I literally don't have, and you don't. There's no guarantee that this is going to work. Like, there's no guarantee the dog's going to come out okay. And that's the same exact problem you're going to have if you have kids.
Did you do a GoFundMe at least?
No. I think what ended up happening was the dog only survived after that for 3 to 4 weeks. It wasn't long.
Damn.
Like she ended up being about 4 months old when she passed away, like 5 months old. She was not very old. No, maybe it was just 3 to 4 months. She was because she was one of those dogs that was gonna get big, but she never got big.
No. That's tough, bro.
It sucks because like it's just one of those things where you get the hands you're dealt. Fuck capitalism, no pet insurance. I mean, honestly, I wonder if in these other non-capitalist countries, if your pet needs medical, like, can you just get pet medical shit too? Does that count? Like, if I'm in Canada and my pet has a broken leg, like, do I have to pay out of pocket?
Vet care,
that's a good question.
Or at least discounted. We're gonna look that up.
Yeah, let's get to the bottom of that one, because I'm actually wondering. But
we can afford it, bro. If we can afford a $250 million ballroom and all this bullshit that we're spending money on, again, like, hey, that dog, as you mentioned, Chrissy Nolan would have shot that puppy in the face. All right, like you at least took it to the vet.
She could have had a beautiful life. That's what's. If I was a millionaire, I would have given that dog all the money in the world, and the dog would have came out hopefully fine.
Cloned it at least, like make 3 of them. Like,
yeah.
Cool.
Well, I don't know. Maybe the genetics aren't good because she had that. I mean, her brother did fine, and her mom did fine because they're all like these are all dogs that like came out of. I think my sister's dog had a litter. So, like, all the dogs connected to this dog were fine. So, I guess the clones would probably be okay. Well, I don't know, because you're cloning the exact DNA. I don't know if you want to clone DNA like that. That's another good question. If I got cancer throughout my life, and then you cloned me, would that be a bad idea? I think the answer is yes.
Just cloned cancer.
You just cloned cancer. Yeah. If you cloned a guy but that would just mean you cloned someone who wound up having the chance of getting cancer. So really, it'd be like rolling the dice at a casino. It'd be like, is he going to get cancer again? Let's find out.
I feel like most of us would play.
Yeah.
For sure.
Am I going to get cancer the 10th time? Let's find out.
Diagnosis, yes. Fuck. Like, fuck. God damn it.
Dude, 10 times in a row? What the fuck?
It's like FanDuel, bro. Like, and I'm going to keep playing. Like, fuck.
Yeah. So you can live forever, but the twist is you get cancer every time. Like that's that could be it. That could be how it goes, you know? Like we can always clone our DNA and restart, but whatever ailments you are going to have from the beginning that's stuck in your DNA, it's just stuck there. That might actually be where it goes. That would make sense. That's a good sci-fi movie. It'd be a good movie.
I feel like I saw this in Bedazzled once.
Yeah.
Fucking, you come back defective. Like, you get yourself a Jewish lawyer before you sign it. Make sure. Then have him go through all the fucking details. Make sure. Because what do you mean I come back an inch smaller?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Whoa.
You come back and still 5'9". You're like, wait,
arms
what?
are optional. Like, arms are optional. Shit. What does that mean?
In your timeline, yes, bro. Like,
yeah.
That would fucking suck.
In my timeline, what kind of lawyer are you? Yeah, right.
Shit.
Dude, future. There are contracts that are like that. I think it's movie contracts where they say, I want to say like, there are some contracts where it's written like throughout the history, we have the rights to this film in any known universe that will ever exist ever. Like the contract says, if any other universe exists, we have that covered. I can't remember where this is for. I want to say it's like a Hollywood contract. I remember hearing about this.
Definitely a Jewish lawyer, for sure. 100%. Like, you ain't getting no money.
Like, I got you covered.
Right?
You're getting your money.
Holy fuck. Multi-universe Spider-Man, you're good.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was like one of those like franchise, like Spider-Man. That sounds about right.
Sounds like $1 billion franchise, bro. Like, you just gave Ryan Coogler an idea. Like, shit. Yeah. I mean, hey, fuck it, man.
Dude, well, look, I think we've done it. Normally I do these earlier. I could probably do a whole 4 hours with you, but it's like what? It's like 1 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning. Let's just say that's what it is. That's more exciting.
Bro, I got here late Mexican time and ADHD time, so we were destined for failure, bro.
He said he was from the South Side, right? He told you guys that.
I am. I told you I was going to be here late and lost, and both were true.
Yeah, right. Very in character. I'll tell you, as a late man myself, I respect it, sir. Honestly, when you told me you were at the wrong address, I thought, thank God I can eat my spaghetti before he gets here.
Fuck yeah.
So synchronicity.
In that moment, I literally felt that this was meant to be for whatever reason. And here we are.
My spaghetti was delicious.
There you go, bro.
What I like to do at the end of the show, I like to have a little bow on top. Even though we've done it all, a little bow on top of that gift that we've just presented to these people. And how do you do that? Well, I've got the answer. 2 things. 1, you tell them advice for the children, the kids on the school bus. They've listened to us and they realize, oh my God, these guys are the smartest, most spiritually awoken men I've ever seen. They know Carl Jung. They know Marcus Aurelius. They know all the people I found out about on YouTube when I was on that bender last week. They know everybody, so they must know the advice that I need to make my life better. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to give them the nugget of knowledge that they're going to take and use in their life. And it could be anything, but just one little last piece of something to give them so they can use it and they can move forward and they can live. And second, the social medias where people can find you and the shows that they can participate in that you are a part of. These are the things that they need to know about. And the floor is now yours, sir.
Thank you. This camera, that camera. No. Shit, right?
All of a sudden, you find out there's like 30 cameras.
That'd be crazy, bro. The fucking different
I thought about that. Just imagine if you watched this back and you like saw like there was all these hidden cameras. Like you're just watching the video. Like, whoa, what the fuck?
Big brother shit.
Under my feet, dude.
That'd be good angles, bro. Like, hey, drop the link. As far as that goes, I'll be honest. I think the only thing I can actually kind of say off of that is just be yourself. You know, be yourself, unapologetically. Nobody likes you. Somebody loves you for it. Fuck it. Doesn't matter. It's going to be okay. It is okay, even when it doesn't feel that way. You're going to meet cool-ass people along the way that are also themselves. So be yourself, always, fully, truly. I'm trying to be myself on these stages. So my name is Monchi Calvillo. I had to look at you for validation just to be sure. I produce a really cool show on the South Side.
Don't start sweating now.
Oh, no, it's coming, bro. It's coming now. Yeah, no, I produce a show on the South Side called Legion Comedy. We go to a few different Legions, VFWs. Come check us out. That's every last Friday of the month. But also, I run a cool-ass open mic every Thursday called Last Call Open Mic at Avondale Music Hall. So I haven't seen you there yet, but I'm sure you'll come through soon.
I just work Thursday. This is the only reason I haven't went. It's you and
Valerie Nicolette.
Yes,
Yeah.
Valerie Nicolette. And
lot of fun.
It seems like a fun mic, dude. Just from what I've seen, it looks like it's a nice laid back, fun mic, right?
We turn the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's fun, bro. Come through. But yeah, you can find me on Instagram at monchi.xiv. This has been real as fuck. I'm gonna go sweat somewhere. Thank you so much. Ruse, this has been lit.
This has been lit. Let's sweat together after this episode of Ruse Radio. Clocking out.
Nice.
Double down, competition couldn't help him to rock. Missed the whole time, holy fell through the flock. That's an ordinary miracle, wealth to the block. It's a balance in the character, this calm and collect. It's a